Good evening. Good evening. How are we? Yes, I am. I'm not late actually. It still says 8 o'clock on my laptop, so I'm not late, Kent. How are you doing? We're here. It's Saturday. It's Saturday Night Live, and it's Robbie's birthday, so we've come to say a massive happy birthday to Robbie when he comes on. So how are you doing? How's the weather where you are? It's not too bad here. I am dressed again. Got a dress on, but I'm just a bit chilly, so I'm wrapping up as usual. I just live in this dressing gown. I love this dressing gown. So we've got Lily here. She's upstairs watching, and she's just got her settled upstairs with a big bucket of popcorn, and she's watching Marmaduke with Taylor. So she should be all right up there for a little while. We've got doggy treats for the dogs to try and keep them quiet. So hopefully no barking tonight, but can't guarantee it. I'm sorry. Neil will be here in a minute. He's just getting drinks, and then, excuse me, we should be good to go. So how are you doing, Kent? How are you doing, Pimmy? It's horrible. It looked on the videos, Kent. It looked like it was pretty horrific where you were. It's nothing like it here. It's really quite chilled out here, to be fair. It's a little bit breezy, but the rain's gone now. We've had no snow or anything, have we? No. It's been all right. Thank you. Good evening, Darren. Good evening, Thor. How are you doing? Darren is here. Come on, Darren. So what have we been up to then? All good. Just at my dinner, be on soon. No worries, Pimmy. What are you having for your dinner? Oh, did it, Ken? That video got worse, he said. The snow video.
Did it?
So it got worse. Oh dear. No, we're not starting.
I'm here
that.
now, Matt. So it started.
Should I get the shoes? Keep them quiet.
I can do.
So, right, I'll go get them if you want.
Saturday night's about to finish for 5 minutes, but I'll just get them a chew.
Don't think so, sunshine. So, how are you feeling, Darren? Are you feeling better? And did Lindsay get it as well, or did you just come down with it? Your lead. Oh, shut up, Kent. You're not getting to them. We were supposed to be going to a social dance tonight, but with the weather, we thought it's not worth taking the chance of going out. But as it happened, it has got a lot better down here. But still, we thought we'd come on a Saturday night. Hopefully, Robbie will make an appearance. Seems that it is his birthday. I have tagged him on Twitter to say we are having a birthday special for you, Robbie. So,
Looking all over for a bit of it.
Yeah. So we've got Pimmy, Thor, Darren, Kent, and Matt in the room.
Yes.
In fact, we've got 8 people, but 3 people are lurking. We've got lurkers.
Yes.
I'd love to actually be able to have the thing of to see actually who the lurkers are.
Lurker camp.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Lurker
camp.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, guys? What have you been doing today? We've had lessons.
And I picked up my brand new 3-wood.
You did?
For second-hand price.
You did?
And a bit of a dilemma when the other one snapped, but very good customer service.
Very
Sheffield Road.
Absolutely. So Darren feels better. Lindsay seems to have had it worse, so she says. I'm sure she probably did have it worse. Massively. But I hope she feels better soon if she's not already. Well.
So Kent is 2 cars stuck up Paddock Lane of the golf course.
Oh dear.
It must be bad up there then.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Kent believed you and said it was snowing.
No.
I think he thought we were doing. Oh, she's a drama queen.
Oh, she's not a drama. You leave Lindsay alone. Right, let's have a look. We've got some people. Well, I say people coming in. I've got my little waiting room open now. We've got Pimmy coming in.
Pimmy's coming in.
Pimmy's either eating his tea or he's coming on with his tea.
He's having his tea.
Oh, shut up, Kent.
When they say they had COVID, I mean, did they get hospitalised by it?
Sam, who's that? We had a few weirdos trying to get in before we went live.
Did you?
Yeah, there's a few strange names coming up, like Thief and somebody called Sam trying to get in. So
It's a Callaway Maverick mat. I got a second-hand one from the golf shop, and when I was in Portugal, the head went further than the ball on fourth tee.
it snapped a little bit,
It
didn't
snapped
it?
a little bit, yeah. And then it
And it
bashed-
wasn't out of temper either.
No, and it bashed the club head. And Kent were going to reshaft it, but when he looked, it was lifting. I think it was lifting crown. You said, Kent, didn't you? From
Yeah, so you couldn't do anything with it.
so I couldn't do anything with it. So I went to buy a new 3-wood last week.
We
the
took it with us as
And
well.
the guy in
didn't
the shop said, "Have you got it?" When I explained what had happened, he said, "Have you got it with you?" So I took it in, and he said, "Well, can you leave it with me?" And it was literally a week ago, wasn't it?
It was last Sunday you took it in.
Last Sunday,
Yeah,
and then
I got a phone call Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, it is because Callaway, Kent, because he
Yeah.
saw the Callaway rep, didn't you? I got in contact
Yeah.
with Callaway for us, and like I say, it'll come today. It looks second hand now. After I've been to my lesson.
It does, yeah. Evening,
Yeah.
Pimmy. How you doing?
Fine.
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 What have for your tea?
That's right, can you?
It was like a prawn cocktail with lobster and all in it.
Ooh,
It was nice. It
yeah.
was only a wee pot, but so big. Wasn't
Yeah, you
big.
can keep that.
What?
You
Prawn
know,
cocktail?
Prawn cocktail, no. Lobster, no. Absolutely
I
not.
don't know what you're missing.
I tried it when we went to Dominican because lobster's quite expensive.
Oh,
And it's like I've always said I'd want to try it, but I don't want to pay for it in case I don't like it.
Yep.
So when we went to Dominican, one of the nights we went to this restaurant in the hotel, it was all inclusive, and they had lobster on the menu. I was like, do you know what? I'm not paying for it as such because it's included.
yeah.
I'm going to try it. Well, I had about 2 mouthfuls. I was like, no, this is not for me.
You weren't keen, were you?
Good lobster.
Not a fan.
So
I'm not a seafood
you're not a
fan at all.
seafood fan, are you, really?
No.
So Constance in.
Hang on. So Alison's also there. She's too lazy to say hello. That's not very nice, that, Matt.
He might
But
be
hello.
talking the truth.
I don't think she is talking the truth.
Well, she said hello.
It's not the point. She doesn't have to. Other people are on her there to say hello, but it doesn't mean they're not interacting in some way. But evening, Colston. Happy birthday, Robbie. Exactly. He's not come to say hello yet. He's not appeared yet.
Cracked crown for yeah, it's okay. It's the Callaway rep plays at Fulford. I didn't lose my temper with it, Matt. It just as I took my shot, I hit the ball. I didn't even hit the ground. It just snapped right near Hosel, didn't it?
Yeah.
On fourth hole as well.
It's with was it on day 4 or
Day
something?
4, so quite lucky.
So you only had 1 day without it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pimmy's Colston's same as us. Pimmy, he's not a fan of seafood, I'm guessing. No.
You think it would be living on a port, wouldn't you?
You'd think he would, yeah. Maybe. We're just uneducated as people, aren't we?
Yes. These Inlanders.
There's certain fish I don't mind, but I don't mind prawns. I like
Oh.
prawns, but I'm not a whelks fan or anything like that. I won't eat a whelk. That's a step too far. It's like eating a snail, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
No, me too. Evening, Chris. He's on chat on standby in case Gracie's shop gets busy. Good. So I mean, good that you're on standby, not good that you're just on chat. That come out all sorts of wrong.
All
That,
sorts
doesn't
of wrong, yeah.
it? Sorry, Chris. I meant that you could be
How
on
you forget
standby.
about us quickly?
Whoops.
Yeah.
So you broke a club nail. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Paul's hit the nail on the head there. It was a shock of actually hitting the ball. It's not very nice, Mr. Jackson, is he?
He can't. Sometimes he can't. I think he just didn't like it when my
It's
three
got-
went past his driver.
Probably, yeah. He's got a lot to answer for, that Mr. Jackson.
Yes.
So Darren doesn't like seafood either.
No, he hates seafood.
Absolutely.
That's more firm.
That is very firm, isn't it? That's a hard no, that isn't it?
What, even cod? Everyone likes cod and chips.
Fish fingers.
Yeah. I can do that, but that's. And I like salmon every now and again, but that's about it. I'm not a no. So Colston likes koi, but in the pond. Fair point, Colston.
Keep a bit of batter around them.
So good evening, Steve. Can't stay longer. I picked Flora up from Aberdeen Airport. She's been away on girly break time. I can't see the daughter. Oh, excellent. Nice one, Flora. Look at her. Go get her.
Exactly, yeah.
A few days out of Alicante, and I can't bloody blame her.
And Matt makes a point.
Thanks, Matt. Oh dear. You know what I'm like now. My brain and my mouth aren't quite connected sometimes. I think she's probably got his chew or laying on it. Chris says you need some jellied eels.
I do not.
Not in this lifetime, not in any lifetime.
We'll look at them.
Too far. No, it's not even for you, Pemmy.
No.
No.
See anything that stays at the bottom of the sea? No, you can keep it.
Yeah. No. So good evening, Ali. I know you're not lazy. I know it was Matt just being mean. So he takes that back. He does like cod and tuna.
Tuna? Yeah.
You just don't like tin tuna.
No, I kill flipper.
Wow.
It to Kim, she got so fun.
Could she be any more laid back? Let's have a look. Take them both if you go. So we've got Debbie and Chunk coming in. Oh, I think we do know what we're missing, Chris.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. No thanks. You can keep that. Fish finger sandwiches are the dog's danglies, Colston. They are the best. Yeah. You know when you go to like a
coming in.
you what? We can hear you. Oh, we can see you. No, yeah, we are. We can see you now. Hooray! How are you two? We're fine, Corinne. Ken, can you hear us?
You're like an old man.
I'm on all my.
Ken, can you hear us?
We have you.
Yes.
You don't know.
I don't think he can hear us.
I'm not too sure whether he hears us or not.
I don't think he can.
Type something, sorry, can't you? Just type something in chat up there.
Well, he can see it because he's coming from his TV a bit later. He must have the speakers on mute or something, so we can abuse him.
Oh. Sign language now.
Oh, we've got Craig in. Good evening, Craig. Good
Oh,
evening, Dad.
what? No, not on that. Don't
Can
think
you hear
so.
us now, Ken?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It looks alright today, doesn't it?
He does a little bit, yeah. It looks like he's got a kilt on.
It's like step two. You dirty old man.
I am.
Is he just missing his little flask?
Mm. So has anybody been practicing today?
We've been practicing, haven't we?
We went to the
Went for a lesson.
for a lesson. Yeah.
I went to a golf course to practice ground because course were open and it was snowing.
It looked a bit chilly.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was cold when we had a lesson, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We even took Lily with us, and she had a bit of a hit with a golf club's first time in age, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it took us at least an hour to get home from golf club with snow.
More like 90 minutes, yeah.
Oh, 90 minutes. Well, I know it was a long time.
Jesus.
All right, we're bad.
Took us 10 minutes to get down. Had a claim. The murk coming up all over the place.
So you like still white over?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We've had nothing, have we?
No, not,
No,
well,
no snow,
we've had a bit of rain. I don't know if any of that was sleety, but it were just rain, weren't it? We've had.
Yeah. It's dry now.
No, with 5 hours of snow.
It's not like we're miles away either, is it? You know,
Yeah.
it's strange that. Mind you, having said that, I think that's the builder. They've got
Blackpool,
they've got
bad,
snow, but Blackpool, haven't they?
Yeah.
So
Well, think what we've got. Think
Yeah.
what Queensville have that's
Yeah.
only up road.
I think we're fairly high up though to you, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
That's true. That's true. So Colson's agreeing, saying bless years old.
Cheeky twat.
True though.
Yeah, I've got to say it's not wrong though, is it?
No, I am old.
That's his tickety boo. Excellent. Practice exactly, Darren. To be fair, today's the first time we've picked the golf club up since we've come back from Portugal, isn't it?
Yes, because we've been gonna play, but
Rain's put a stop
put
to
us
it
off,
all.
hasn't it, really?
But I've got a competition on Monday, ladies winter foursomes competition.
You'll do
But
all
we-
right.
If our snow comes down to you, folks.
I don't think it's gonna. It's supposed to be a bit rainy tomorrow, but sunny again on Monday. And apparently Wheatley's got good drainage. So Danny was saying today, if Wheatley's closed, you know, everywhere's screwed. But
Yeah.
Wheatley's got really good drainage, so it should be all right for Monday, hopefully.
Jacko, is Jacko having one of them bags from Mark?
I don't know,
One of the bags from what, say?
from that guy.
Oh, right.
Which
Um,
one?
He had one of Danny Willett's when I were in,
Oh, did he?
when we were in Friday. Yeah.
He sent me a message anyway.
Good. He said he was going to. He
So-
said,
send
"I'm
me a-
tent now." And I went, no.
No, she's been waiting.
He sent me it last night, so
This is the bag, and this is the pocket that she wants it on. He went, oh, pockets. Let me show you this. One of Danny Willett's with prostate cancer thing on it.
yeah, I could get the breast cancer logo on, couldn't I, as well,
Yeah.
somewhere.
So,
But you'll need to send him that cartoon with the
Yeah.
crown on, because I didn't have that. The
Yeah.
one that I sent him was just a cartoon.
He thinks that I shouldn't have it with a crown, and I think I should. I think it's quite cool with
well,
a
listen,
crown.
when we saw Kent and Debbie last week,
Yeah.
I got overruled anyway. So
Oh, you did,
know,
yeah. That's
It was
true.
3 against 1, weren't it? So obviously now Kent says it's better wear the crown. I'll agree.
Do you know? Whatever.
Mr. A's in.
Hang on, so I've got Darren Sturman, our leader. Got to give you credit for the Jacko Portugal blog, the one that went out on Wednesday.
Did I watch
What's going on in Ottawa?
What actually going on in Ottawa? Can I say for a bit of happy birthday? I don't know what is going on in Ottawa, Ian.
The
Good
truck
evening,
drivers
Ian
are
Ray.
on strike.
As what?
The truck drivers are in strike and they're staying in the centre of Ottawa
Oh, are they?
with the COVID.
You'll shut it down.
They have. And some of them have put up stickers that they don't have, but they're saying that they have COVID and now they can't move for 10 days or whatever, so that nobody can come into the cabs to get them out.
Oh my
Not against
word!
them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
coming back to bite them.
Really is.
Did you say hello?
I did say Mr. Ray, yes, I had
Did
Mr.
you
Ray.
say
It's Robbie's
Robbie's
birthday, but he's
birthday.
not come on yet. It's Robbie. I don't know what big birthday it is, or if it's a big birthday.
21st again, won't it?
21 again, yeah. So Kevin's had very little snow in Boston as well, and it's crazy. He's going to come. We'll wake up in the morning, Kevin, and you're going to be white over. Absolutely white over. But yeah, Darren's on about that. The vlog that went out on Wednesday with
Yeah.
Jacko in it.
Yeah.
It was me, you, Jacko, and
Oh, that's
Dave
from Dave
Allen.
Allen. That's right. Yeah.
No, that's one where I remember I tried to get out of the bunker, and then it rolled, and you're going, "Come on, then, come on." And the ball just kept going back.
Do you know? I'm on all the honest fact. That's one I haven't watched.
You've not watched it yet, have you?
No.
Disgraceful.
Well, I knew the result, so.
Disgraceful. Well, you did know the result. Rant. So yeah.
Come on, mate.
Sit down. That's Luna just stepping on Neil's knackers.
Well, at least somebody's stepping on them.
Exactly. Saves me a job. Good evening, Mark. Yeah, all good here. The golf mates trip was.
It was good. We enjoyed it, didn't we?
We did enjoy it. It was a week of lots of laughs, lots of golf, good and bad. Lots of alcohol, lots of food. It was a really good week. I don't think there was any real idiots there either.
No.
So it was quite nice. Obviously, these sort of size events, you always get people in the little cliques
We
anyway.
meet everyone, didn't we?
So I know I did.
Right.
I went and met everyone because that's just what I do. But no, it was a good week. It
Other
was a
people
good week.
call it cocksucking, wouldn't they?
You what?
What?
No, because you don't talk so.
Exactly. Come on.
You can't say that.
Mr. Atwater's
Think
in the
about who
room
you're
as well.
speaking to, Ken. Come on.
Mr. Atwater.
That's
You
his
need
room.
to have a word with yourself, girl.
I think so. Anyway, Mr. Atwater's in. Hello, Mr. Atwater.
Quick change of subject.
Absolutely.
Well, is it?
He just popped in to say hi. He says, Kevin said it's the honest truth. It just started snowing. No kidding, right on time. Are you kidding? Are you actually kidding? Seriously. So who's
Shouldn't
watching the
have opened his
boxing?
mouth.
You are?
Shouldn't have opened his mouth. It were always going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Ian got a new mobile today, obviously, because people can't do any golfing. It's
I
like,
just got a new tablet.
it's like being in lockdown again, isn't it? Because you can't can't go out and play golf. It's like, oh, what can we do? We can't golf. It's like snow lockdown version 4.
Yeah, I didn't play though. Swept it.
Are you guys getting money back for COVID?
What do you mean?
For not playing? It's club
No.
giving you money back? No.
No, what they
They
did,
suspended it, didn't they?
what they did was the Doncaster Council suspended the golf fees,
'Cause it-
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're already
Yeah. and then they restarted them again when they opened back up again.
right.
in fact, they restarted slightly
Slightly after.
after.
So we did actually get about
So
a
we
month.
got we got a month without actually
Without
paying
paying
anyway.
anyway.
So they were quite good that way.
Yeah, so but obviously because the club memberships are like for the first year of COVID, they'd already paid £75 a year, and then second year of COVID, we dropped it down to 25 quid a year for club members. You know, to sort of counteract that. So it's back up to normal this year. So yeah, we got. I think we've got a pretty good deal, to be fair.
We did.
Mr. Atwater, come just say hello. There's always one, isn't there? Ian, what was the tablet for? A headache. It's always Mr. Atwater.
Normally.
So Mr. Sturman thought I played well at times with Princess when he was victorious and silver. I was. Yeah, that's the thing in Portugal. Silvers, first day of golfing, played really well. First day at O'Connell, practice round, I played really well. First day of Faldo, played really well. The actual competition days of Faldo and O'Connell, I played like an absolute twat. Genuinely. I had about 6 hours where I couldn't even hit a ball. It was just topping off the tee left, right, and centre. I was like, oh my.
I heard you didn't play that good.
No, I did on the first 3 days, just not the last 2 days. But I think after my lesson today, I realised what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
I've been going too shallow in the swing again. I thought that was going too steep.
And all my lesson today has been about is shallowing it, getting it more shallow, coming down.
Yeah, I'm going too shallow. I need to be
Something,
steeper
so.
again. But I think I was overcompensating because I think I felt like I was going too steep, so I started shallowing it back out. I went too far out of the way.
So,
Kevin O'Rourke, you're going for a fitting for irons on Thursday. Yes, you can improve at 72. Absolutely, you can. Never say never.
so Mr. Ray, what did you upgrade to? What phone and tablet did you get?
And Mark had a very windy weather today at the golf club. Who actually got to play today? Obviously, you didn't. We didn't.
We didn't play.
Well, you went to the practice round, didn't you?
Yeah. We
Still
weren't
hit
allowed,
balls.
Did it, balls?
we weren't allowed
But
to
did
play.
anyone?
Course,
Did
sure.
anyone? Jacko never played O'Connell. Was it any good? No, you just turned up every now and again, didn't you?
It was O'Connor going.
O'Connor.
Oh yeah, O'Connor. I keep calling it O'Connell. I don't know why.
Christy O'Connor Jr. It wasn't Christy O'Connell Jr.
I know it is. But I don't know why I keep calling it O'Connell and not O'Connor.
Is it one of them mind things?
Yeah,
Like
I
you
just
haven't
can't
got a
change it. Yeah, I can't change it in my head now.
So Steve's paid his fees at £280 per year. Steve,
That's pretty good, that,
yeah,
isn't
it is, yeah.
That is pretty good. Bollocks are shallow in and all that. Just hit it forward. That's the problem. What, Ian?
I wouldn't know what was shallow steep or what. I just hit the bugger.
That's pretty much what Ian Atwater said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hit it up at best. Whatever I get, I get.
Yeah. So Matt played 9 holes this morning. Play with tomorrow. Should have 40-mile-an-hour wind. Oh yeah. I think we've got 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. I think that really.
I think there's O'Connor.
That's not going to help.
You'll get the O'Connor
And I'll
course.
try.
Choose
I
more.
think I called the vlog O'Connor, not O'Connell.
Yeah.
I did that bit right.
So, Colston, are you going back to your old course? Well, if the lads are going back, I'm expecting they'll probably go as well, yeah.
Why are they going back, Colston? I really like this course. Thornbury.
You don't play this other one.
Oh no, but Thornbury's a nice course, isn't it? Stop it.
Shut up. Hit it with a stick,
No!
little rat.
Are you with a stick?
He's not
You might
saying
like
that
it.
when he's cuddling it.
Exactly.
Fuck off. You'll be spreading rumours like that.
Hey, I'm sure we've got photographic evidence somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it went a bloody rumour.
It's the way that Semi were laid there waiting for him to go like, oh, Ken, cuddle me, cuddle me.
And when he give him that look,
Yeah. There was a connection.
it was
Okay, folks.
love at first sight.
Oh dear. Kent and a big kicker from the government.
Yeah,
What?
let me run. They made a load of money out of COVID, you know, because people taking up golf.
Yeah.
And then the government must have gave them some money as well.
All right. Double bubble. Who that?
Yeah, it says it's investment. So whether he's a shareholder in it, maybe a shareholder in Mill Run, I don't know.
There is. What's it, Luna?
It's course that he's showing on YouTube in Mill Run. It's something green.
We were just when we went for his lesson today, you know, they put track planning at Waterfront. They've started putting the like massive monitors up at the side of each bay.
In each bay as well now.
So they're developing that even more, and they've had the extension done on side at Clubhouse, haven't they?
Yeah.
And I said to Corinne, I'm wondering whether they got, because I know like, you know, like working men's clubs and pubs, they got a pot of money, and a lot of it they spent on doing improving the facilities.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering whether Waterfront got a bit and invested in that. But it's by far best driving range, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Idea?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind it from the
Of course, I'm not sure what to do, and Thorn is a bit of a pain when booking if you get a later booking.
You can take fires out.
I suppose.
Well, I suppose realistically, you go where your mates are playing,
Where
where you all
yeah.
play together.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
Although if I suppose they'll all end up at different ones.
Yeah. I'll go fix it.
your phone is a show me.
This for this.
Okay.
You can get on.
I will.
Nice. Evening, Fraser. How are you doing? It's Robbie's birthday. We're just waiting for Robbie to come in and say hello, but he's not appeared yet.
He's busy banging trace.
Thanks.
Because it's his birthday.
It's the only time we get, isn't it?
No, twice a year, birthday and anniversary.
Yeah. Maybe Christmas.
Hey, not Christmas.
No, it ruins Christmas.
And it depends on whose birthday.
Exactly. You don't want to spoil him, do we?
New Year's Eve, so you cover 2 years.
Yeah.
If you start
Yeah,
at,
right.
start at 2 minutes to finish at a second pass.
I like your thinking.
Mark pays 1100.
If we start 30 seconds before and 30 seconds after.
Yeah.
You're talking about Mark.
So
Oh, what Chris in? The Melbourne office is in.
office,
Good
yeah.
evening, Chris. How are you doing? Well, good morning where you are.
One push before, one push
Whereabouts do you play, Mark?
yeah, there's 2 there, mate. You can have one of each.
Anyway, you can cut this in half.
They're both in here. The other one's in here as
No,
well.
but they both want this one. Tell you what, do that. Of half each. Yeah. So where do you play, Mark? 'Cause that is good. That £1,100 for them both. Him and his son for 3
Oh, we
courses.
got 1100 each.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good, that, isn't it?
So Fraser's had total destruction down there. Never seen so many trees down. Course been wasted.
Went to the club today. Got to do field 4 times. Wow. I mean, you'd give it up after the first thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Evening, Andrew. How you doing? Of course, you're trying to get rid of the old timers. I mean, don't let them run you out, Kevin.
No.
If you pay, you pay your fees
Yeah.
like everyone else.
And fuck 'em.
Exactly. That's a bit of a pain. Like that, Colson, to be fair. He can't book himself and he's not contact the pro.
That's disgusting. one.
Yeah. That's a bit of a pain in the backside, that. Mr. Pervertly's coming in. Birthday boy. Minchin Hampton. That's down that way, isn't it?
Where?
Down Bristol way.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's down Bristol way, isn't it? Minchin Hampton.
Evening, Andrew.
Come on, Mr. Pervertly.
Working on it.
Delicious.
It's working.
It's because he's getting older.
That's it. When you get past a certain
Old
age,
people can't
technology.
work technology.
It's Robbie's birthday, Ian.
Darn faggle computer don't know how to use it.
Stick the slate and chalk.
So, do you want to try and help you?
No, it's this stupid camera.
You shouldn't have taken it in bedroom, Robbie. It ruins it.
Yeah. The host asked if you like to start the video. What the hell do you think I'm doing?
I don't know if it
No,
might
it's-
activate the
Well,
video
it's
already.
because it's not the camera that's part of the laptop. It's an outside camera, and it's plugged into the
Oh.
laptop. So sometimes it's like, no, I'm not going to operate with you today.
Oh,
It's got spophobit lens.
I'm going to give you hell.
It's Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire. It's near Bristol, then, because you go past Gloucestershire services to get to Bristol.
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire.
So it's not far.
Yeah, it's not far. It's in that general area.
Gloucestershire.
I was half right because it's in that area. I'm saying I'm taking that as I've won that one.
No,
Yes.
no.
Oh, hang on.
Half right, half wrong.
But I'm glass half empty kind of person. Glass half full kind of person.
I'm going to say it.
She's more than where the fuck's the glass person.
I'm tonight. That's all I know. I'm a glass half full kind of person.
Hey, there he is. Happy birthday.
There he is.
Happy birthday!
All right.
There. It's stupid because every time you go to get on with any type of FaceTime thing, the camera settings change back to where they were. So you would have seen like the entire wall behind me, and my face would have been a little dot in the middle of the screen. It won't stay zoomed in.
Where's
It's
your birthday
obviously
hat?
the operator. It's the operator. So
So Fraser Leach is in as well.
It's funny.
That's just funny.
So where's your birthday hat?
it's in my hand, right here. There you go.
That'll do. That'll do. What time is it where you are? You're 5 hours behind, aren't you?
It is 3:38.
It's never too early for a drink.
No, my
So what did
birthday.
you
And I'll
get for
drink
your
if I want to. Is that how the phrase goes? My
What
birthday,
did
and
you
I'll
get
drink
for
if I want to.
What did you get?
What's that?
What did you get for your birthday?
Peace and quiet at the moment. Peace and quiet at the moment.
Tracy later
I
on.
got chocolates, candy, some golf balls. Got it. Assortment.
Nice. We've played them super soft ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
All right. Golf balls are golf balls that work.
True.
They still disappear quick enough.
Yep.
True.
What was that picture of eBay Pete in front of that sign? Says you got to have a lot of balls to play golf like I do.
Yeah.
On Instagram. That was funny.
So I've got Darren wishing you a happy birthday, Mr. Ray wishing you a happy birthday.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
You've been wishing you a happy birthday when they've come on. There's Mr. Cox.
Good evening.
Austin.
How you doing?
All right, yeah.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Robbie,
Happy
Debbie
birthday,
wants to know
Robbie.
how old you are.
Thank you. There's more salt on the side, I noticed this morning. A little light salt and pepper there.
Oh, Ian says, Ian May says, what are you drinking, Robbie? He says, ooh, what are you drinking?
Oh, Stone Hammer Bourbon Whiskey.
Yeah, it's not expensive. I bought a bottle of this I remember a month or so ago, and I went through it and liked it. It was smooth, so I bought another one.
Nice. Yes. Your hand up.
Thank you. Debbie
I
wanted
have a
to know-
question.
Yes. Debbie wanted to know how old you are.
42.
Were you saying you were grey?
What's that?
Because you were saying you were grey.
Yeah, this started about 12 years ago. I was plucking them. Then I stopped plucking them.
Just
I
started
feel
doubling.
terrible. Must be awful being
was-
here.
I'm bored.
I'm just glad I got a full head of hair.
I want me some chocolate.
No.
They say, how does that work? Your like the male, your hair is hereditary from your mother's father, I think. That's like the theory.
Yeah.
And we could never tell because my mom's from Thailand and her father, my grandfather, was a monk. He's passed on now, but his head was shaved all the time. You couldn't even see his stubble, so you could never tell
Wow.
whether or not he was bald.
Here, watch. Just watch.
So Ian Atwater says, is Robbie in a bedroom tent?
No, that's just a backdrop behind my desk.
And Darren says it's a gang hut, Ian.
What happened to that? Some
This
fucker
has been here for a while. I took down that picture.
Good. Good.
Yeah, can I zoom in on it maybe? It's got like a bunch of little golfers on it, right?
Yeah, you can just see. You can kind of make them out, make little people out. Yeah.
Am I in the way? Is it blurry?
No. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh dear. Chris wants to put an order for some cider for July. Oh dear.
Yeah, no golfing for me. We got that snow shit stuff. Yeah,
That's
well,
good stuff.
a couple weeks ago, we got hammered. We got I'd say about 12 or 13 inches within about 48 hours.
Wow.
And then obviously it all starts to melt with the weather we've had lately. And then Thursday afternoon, it started coming down. And all throughout the night, we had probably 3 or 4 inches overnight at the most. But it's been a mild winter though, but golf course has been closed because that's how they are. And they raised their membership fees, bastards.
How rude.
Yeah. I already thought my local course was expensive and they raised it $200.
One step.
Get to you.
Yeah, because it was $2,035 and now it's $2,235 for a full membership.
Wow.
And I didn't have a membership last year or the year before, and I won't have one this year at that price.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like I said before, I've never really been too keen on the course. It's a nice course. I like playing it, but it's not my favorite. And
Yeah.
that price, they can stick it. Because I'd rather, because I've had the range membership for a couple of years. That's $400 a year, which some people you think it might be expensive, but they used to have a small bag of 50 balls and a large bag of 100 balls. It was like $7 or $8 or $10 for the big bag. But they got rid of the big bag and now they just have the small bag, like a little bit bigger. It's like 60 or 70 balls for $10. So that's 40 bags of balls. Every time I go to the range that size, I'll use 3 or 4 of them. So I'd only have to visit the range, 15, 20 times. I'll burn that membership and then that's all free after that. About it. So it's worth it for me to do the $400 and then just pay cash wherever I want to golf as opposed to having a membership over here. And as far as a handicap, I can have them do that and I can just turn in my cards from everywhere I play. It's only $35. So yeah, it's like I'm not going to pay that much for a membership for a course that it's not my favorite.
Exactly.
And I find it difficult too to think about getting a membership. Well, it's another course as a membership that's close, but that I like playing, but it's not that difficult. It's real easy. It's fun. But as far as spending the money on a membership there, I just don't see it because I want to play elsewhere. And a really nice course that's a little bit less than my home course, what I call, as far as the membership's a little bit less, and I like it much better, but it's literally 35-minute drive. This is literally 2 minutes from my house. Like literally. Like I literally go in town, I go around the corner and make a right, and it's just down on the right. It's that close.
Wow.
I could probably hit it with my driver if I really nut it.
Try it. See what happens.
Probably won't get there. Probably go through the mayor's window.
Probably. You'll be in trouble then. So we've got Andrew said, has he missed anything? I don't think so, Andrew. Nothing really. Who do you think you'll win the boxing tonight? Brooke, we hope.
Cal.
Cal.
Touch his chin and he's gone.
Hopefully. Because he's just a smarmy little get-con, isn't he?
Smell the little Lancastrian.
You guys are awfully quiet tonight. I don't know how to turn it up.
No.
Come up here now.
And Ian Atwater.
Right volume key.
You heard that all right?
Well, everybody was quiet.
It happens when you get old, Robbie.
Huh? You had the old-fashioned one where you got to turn it?
So we weren't too bad here, Chris, with the storm, to be fair. We had a bit of wind yesterday. And
that broke our wheelie bin lid.
It did break our wheelie bin lid.
On Wednesday, didn't it? But then new wheelie bin arrived.
I think there's a fixed lid.
No, because there's no number on it coming. So it's a new one.
Shut up.
Okay, so volume key doesn't do anything when I push it. I hit the function button for
Come here now.
Whack him with a fucking stick.
That's better.
No, we're not whacking him with a stick at all.
All right, I'm not that old. I figured out how to turn the volume up on the Zoom because the Zoom takes up the whole screen. All the stuff at the bottom of your screen is gone, like the toolbar. So.
No, Ian, I didn't miss you duty free in Portugal. We didn't bother, did we?
No.
I have got quite a bit behind the bar.
Stop it.
I've got quite a bit actually, so probably will not getting any more. There's a two there, mate. Look, there's one there, sir. Oh, I don't know. It looks in trouble, Sevy.
Good.
Oh, maybe it's not.
What are you drinking, Kent? Grape juice?
It's kind of.
Kind of.
Oh,
blackberry.
Ribena.
I like blackberry.
I like Ribena, don't
I do like Ribena. I like Welsh's more, but it's ridiculous over here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's like the least expensive thing over here.
I know. That old Minute Maid.
Well, I don't want to say least expensive because it's a really popular brand, but it's close.
Yeah, really expensive. Minute Maid we can't get over here.
Yeah. You don't want Minute Maid over there. It's not that great.
I like the Minute Maid in a can because you can't get with a knife.
Oh, yeah. Understand that.
Patch.
Because we really don't have. I guess it depends on where you're at over here, because we don't really have it in the can around where I'm at. There might be certain vending machines that might have it or something at a hotel or something, but not at the grocery store.
Andrew wants to know.
Yeah, here in the like Minute Maid, it'll come in like a cardboard, like 1.5 liter container or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's frozen, and you peel the top off.
Well, no, it's actually, well, it's not. Well, you can get the frozen things. Yeah, we have those here. I thought you meant like in like a Pepsi can type thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, we have that here.
Well, they're the ones that you just eat raw. You don't.
Oh, like yeah, just let it thaw out a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's concentrated. That's delicious. Yeah, sugar goes straight to my love handles and ass cheeks. I used to do that when I was a kid. My mom would yell at me because she didn't have anything to make orange juice with, because I'd eat it with a spoon.
Yeah.
So what's everyone's golfing goal for you this year? I think Pimmy's hit the nail on the head. Just to play at the minute would be nice.
Our course has been closed for the last 3 days.
And
guess we had 8 times for them. This guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pimmy's course has been closed for the last 3 days. And he had tea times every day. They've been closed. Unlucky. When you're back at work?
Another week and a half.
Let's hope
A week and a half.
that you.
So we've got a week and a half to wait till weather improves.
Yeah, basically. And you know it will improve in a week and a half's time.
I'm sure you'll get some tea times in next week.
I'm
Oh, really
booked
well.
for next Friday at the moment.
Excellent. But yes, Mr. Webster's off in Dubai,
Yes, but
Emirates. Ras Al Khaimah.
Yeah, I saw this post on Instagram of his flight path. Where he
You've got
was
Abu
going.
Dhabi and Ras Al
Oh,
Khaimah.
right, okay. I thought Russell Campbell was in Abu Dhabi now.
Just around a map.
You can if you want. I thought Russell Campbell was like the resort. Sorry.
Just around a map. So I looked the other day on a map.
So Ian's in his 6 figures and name on the road.
Right. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah.
Mine.
Okay.
I think I'd like to sort that 8 iron out.
I'm shanking it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That's a very good goal.
I might just end up welding that 8 up so that I don't see it.
Chris, when you say
You're shaking your 8-iron?
Oh yeah.
Really?
All the time.
Oh
He's the right shanker.
it's the Shanghai, he calls it.
Normally the shake come off like a 3-iron or a 5.
There's a way to get round it.
Don't use it.
Take it out of the bag and just use like a 7 or a 9.
This is true.
Yeah, but then you've shanked them.
How rude.
And Chris, when you say the shame of using slazengers, just bear in mind that 2 of them, well, 2 or 3 have actually been leaving with them slazengers.
Exactly.
So at least 3 times they've beat the Mizunos, haven't they?
Exactly, yeah. So Andrew wants to get back on the course, not played for nearly 2 years. Ian wants to get single figures at the name on the board. And Mr. Ray wants to get down to 7 another hole in one. Well, I'd like to get a hole in one. That'd be nice.
Yeah, when I first started golfing, all I played was Slazenger golf balls. I love those things. I just think it was the logo. I first started playing, that's all I played was Slazenger. Local grocery store, it was like $6 for a dozen of them.
Nice.
Or like an 18 pack or a 24 pack. So because you're first starting off, you're losing a lot of balls. So
this is true. I mean, my goal is to not lose as many balls this year. Get down to 18 handicapper. And one. Your goal is to get into the it's kind
Oh no, I'm just putting that.
that life.
Into the 20s.
That's
Well, I
your
say that every bloody year.
Yeah, but we've had a rough couple of years with golfing, so it's not help. Continue on with your lessons, you'll be fine. Andrew's last game was against me. No way, Andrew.
Huh?
Jeez. It was ages ago.
Oh,
So you've ruined it for him.
I didn't ruin him for it.
ruined golf. He's never played since.
Yeah.
Need to get you back on the course, then, Andrew. The Daz wants to carry on his good form from Portugal. 6 rounds, 6 wins. That's pretty good, Daz.
The nice
good
variation
golf,
of shorts.
What, Colston?
Nice variation of shorts. The
Yes.
shorts are very nice.
The shorts are definitely debatable.
Oh, they're nice.
Mixture of opinions.
Needed to reach in the TV screen.
If I had to do anything that Barlow did, I'd give up.
True. Very true.
I would.
It works for him, doesn't it?
I want to improve my Scoopy Whoopie. That's my aim for this year.
Improve your Scoopy Whoopie.
Mind you, them 2 chips I did at West End could have done with a Scoopy Whoopie.
Well, Dobby done a Scoopy Whoopie, didn't she, when she was up against that step on a tree?
Me,
Oh, yeah, on your video that time. You
yeah.
just across the fairway.
Cheat.
But to be fair, in my defence, I said I was sure I could get relief, and Kent said, no, I don't think so. So when we showed the ref our golf club, he said, yeah, you should have got relief.
He knows now he's only a PGA referee.
So in fairness,
So-
Kent were being mean to me.
I won't be mean.
Because she didn't want to
Because
lose.
you made me play an 8-iron.
Because she didn't want to lose again. When,
Here, I do a live proper 2-finger pour.
Oh.
Hang on, when you get big.
Back in the 2 fingers.
Okay, 4 fingers. My bad.
Ken, according to Andrew, it's time that you threw the towel in.
Yeah. You might be right.
no, because we've been playing some par 4s and par 5s and you beat me.
It says when you get beat by a girl, it's time to throw the towel in.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there you go, you see.
It's not just once, so Andrew.
Repeatedly.
Ian says, Ian Atwater says, did he mention that he beat Webbo 6-5?
I don't think he has. Much.
But when they were in Portugal, Ian played against Webbo, didn't he?
Yeah.
And well, they were pairs, but
They beat
they
him
beat
6 and
they
5.
won 6-5.
Cool.
That's to me, it should be to us, shouldn't it? Or not. He were playing with a partner.
Is that when you were playing him?
No. No.
Oh, you were playing Gonna Get You, weren't you? You and Webbo. Were you?
Sorry?
You and Webbo, were you playing Gonna Get You?
No.
Who did you want Webbo?
Paddy Delaney and
Oh, that's it,
can't remember the guy.
No, Paddy Delaney. So I've just edited the video that's coming out tomorrow. I did that last night. And that's got my mate Steve Poole on, the Irish lad.
Hooray.
Hooray, hooray.
The vegan.
Yeah, vegan. Yeah. Is he full vegan or just veggie?
Full vegan, I think.
I'm sure he'll read some dairy stuff.
I don't know. But it was great one time we were all together and we were all eating burgers and he's sitting there with a bowl of vegetables.
What
So are you? I'm vegan. All right.
You like to
I'm
smell
away at the burger.
Have a smell of this beef.
Oh, this is lovely. Burgers are lovely here.
To be fair, like if they're vegans and they don't sort of like condemn you for eating meat, you're all right.
Yeah,
It's when it gets, you know, like, oh, you should be eating me and start getting a lecture. That's when it's
annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, but why does everything look like meat? Look like the meat that is like the sausages.
Yeah,
Like the sausages. Why does the bacon
Yeah,
look like?
It tastes like meat.
yeah, they gotta make stuff taste like they get the Burger King. They have the Impossible Whopper, and it's a veggie burger that supposedly tastes amazingly like beef. I've never gotten
does.
one,
Well,
but
it does. It
Yeah.
does because I tried it, Robbie.
yeah,
I tried just to see what it was like.
It just tastes like
It tastes like a Whopper. That's what it tastes like. It's
really.
yeah.
What's in it? That's my question.
Probably cooked on the grill as well.
It's plant-based, isn't it? So-
Not dead animal, Robbie. That's what's not in it. No good then, is it?
Oh, it's got to be beef.
Jacko just said Daniel's got a question right on the wheel. What colour is Luigi's hat? He shouted green.
Excellent. Good lad, Daniel.
Hey, Dan.
Mario's in bed, isn't it?
Who's Luigi?
Mario.
Mario,
Mario
Luigi.
Brothers.
Oh, right.
It's me, Mario. That one.
Mario's red, isn't he?
Yeah. Red t-shirt, red hat, and then Luigi's got a green t-shirt, green hat, but they've both got the blue overalls.
So why Saturday instead of Friday? I thought last week you said you're coming on last night.
Was it your birthday, Robbie?
We were, but because of weather.
No, it's because it's your birthday,
It's your
Robbie.
birthday, Robbie.
Well, didn't tell me. Because last night Tracy rented a hotel room and took the kids to the hotel room so they go swimming at the pool.
I wondered where you were going with that.
No, that's why you never cut me off. You gotta let me finish what I'm saying.
Sorry, can't stand the way I jumped
No,
ahead
and
for
she
it.
took the grandkids to the pool at the hotel so they could go swimming. And so I had the whole house to myself. I was quiet, peaceful, and I'm like, "Where's the Zoom meeting at?"
Yeah, we did.
Nobody
But
here.
because we decided not to go to dance tonight, to the social dance, because
Ah.
the weather being that, we'd be going out and messing around out there in the coldness. I thought, no, we'll just stop it. So I thought we'll go back to doing Saturday night, and then we can wish you a happy birthday on your birthday,
Greatly appreciated.
because that's much better.
Glad I came in second to not going dancing.
There you go. But obviously, it was your birthday first and dancing was second. Obviously.
Okay. We'll have to
My
rewind.
gift
it.
to you. Oh dear. See what else we got on?
Well, I was wondering if you were going to be on tonight because you didn't go on last night, and I was on my phone. And I haven't been on Twitter in a while. I just like check every once in a while, and I checked it. I was like, "Oh, okay, we're going on tonight."
Yeah, tagged you. I was like, I'm going to tag him in it. So he
Yeah, 'cause
knows.
I don't get Twitter notifications anymore.
It's weird because I get notifications of if I'm tagged in something, but I don't get notifications if I've got a DM.
I wonder if it's the settings you have it set at. Because
I've checked
I'll
all
have to
the
check to
settings.
see if mine. Obviously, mine is no notifications at all.
They all
But-
say that they're on for notifications, but for DMs, I'll get
Hmm.
like a little one next to like the Twitter icon to say there's something
Yeah.
there. I don't actually get a notification pop up to say, like you get the things pop down. Nothing
Oh,
to complain about for DMs, but it does for anything else. It's weird.
yeah, mine doesn't show anything for it anymore. So yeah, I have more followers on Twitter than I do Instagram, and I'm barely ever on Twitter anymore. I keep getting
There you
more.
Yes, we did know that Brett and Sky are an item.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And
I
no,
thought
Andrew
that
Lee.
was a totally different thing.
What's that?
Yeah, I know. Didn't we all?
Yeah.
So Lisa's at the beach, but she did say she'll try and pop on if she can.
Who's moving where? Or is it a long distance relationship?
Yeah, who's moving to Australia and who's moving here?
Unless they've swap over.
I mean, I'd go to Australia, about me.
What, yeah, another country you said you never want to visit, but you moved there.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of Spider. No, I'm not going to Australia. They'd have to move here.
Australia looks nice, but what don't kill you in the sea kills you on land.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Well,
Ian's off. See you later, Ian.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Hi, Ian.
Has anyone actually paid to watch the fight tonight, by the way?
No, Jeff's got it on freebie, hasn't he?
Has it?
Yeah.
Cool. That's very nice.
Debbie said to me, "Shall we buy it?" And I went, "No."
Well, I was tempted. I must admit, I was tempted to get it. I don't watch it if Kell Brook knocked him out.
There's that chance that Kell will get knocked out in first few rounds. While I mean,
Like the ones that Eubank won the other week.
sorry, Pimmy.
It'll be a dull fight like that Eubank fight the other week. All a big hype for it and then it was shite.
No, they really don't like each other.
I know, but it'll be a shite fight. What do you see?
I'm hoping that Kell touches him in first few rounds while he's doing all his dancing and running away.
Yeah.
is he going to do the same as what he used to do now? Is he going to be flamboyant?
The flamboyant
It
prick.
depends if he's still got his speed. There's a problem in first sort of up to 5 probably.
Yeah.
But once he slows down and Kell touches him, that should be it. Hopefully.
I think it's for free. Lindsay works for Sky.
Just love him to just walk straight over to him and knock him straight out. Have
Yeah.
that, and then walk back to the corner. Job done.
Have you seen one of the interviews for him? When you were doing that gloves off, he goes, "You think I'm levels below you? I'm going to enjoy standing over you when you've fallen frontwards or backwards and saying, have a bit of that."
Yeah.
That's from levels below you.
Andrew, we've not seen a.
Darren reckons round 5. So when Carnes slowed down.
Yeah. Collins froze.
Like Texas, Aiden? Is that who we're talking about? I think Corinne's frozen.
Yeah, she has. What a shame.
Shitty internet she has.
First time a jaw stopped moving.
Oh man, I've lost it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Lindsay works for Sky. So Darren gets it for free.
I think I had a link somewhere.
We're back here a minute. Hang on a
Oh,
minute.
there's Neil. I thought he turned into a dog for a second there.
Get it from.
No.
Well,
Yeah, we're right. We're back.
yeah.
Oh,
Bugger.
What are you saying bugger for?
We were just talking about you.
Oh well. Talking about me, you're leaving someone else alone.
No, what I was saying about Khan, he were always, "Oh, I'll fight you anytime." And then when he got offered at fights, he could never do it.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Kell Brook were world champion and Khan wanted more money than the world champion to fight for the belt.
You're right.
So you'd think if you actually had the belt, you should get the bigger share of the purse.
And that was when they were both with the same company.
Yeah. Oh, but Khan said they had different, they never got it on because they had different promoters, didn't they? On that gloves are on. He dodged him more times. Kell Brook said, "I'll fight you anywhere." And Khan could never come up with anything.
Well, they've had to stuck down for this, haven't they? It's gone down to 149, is it? They're going now.
Yeah, but that again, that were Khan's insistence,
Yeah.
weren't it? You know,
They walked around at 12 and a half, 13 stones.
yeah. It'll just be nice to see if Mr. Khan gets battered.
Ah, just had a message from my mum. So I was thinking about donating something to your charity golf day. I thought about something like a Harrods hamper, something a little bit different.
That is different.
Posh. To be fair, I've got a list of hamper companies to ask closer to the time.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's another thing on the price table, a Harrods hamper.
Ken's hoping for Dyson though, isn't he?
Kent wants a Dyson. That's why I'm going to put the Dyson as the men's first prize.
Best blowjob you'll ever have.
Exactly. The thing is, right?
I Ken, a lot easier to turn on.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
But that's the problem, you don't turn it on.
Fine.
So you don't get
I'll
going.
remember that.
Over here, we have a Dyson that's called the Animal. So for all those fetish people out there.
Well, that's what this is. It's a Dyson Animal. I managed to get one for the from Dyson for the raffle or for a prize.
It'll suck a golf ball through 20 foot of garden hose.
Exactly. Well, on a serious note, the question is, I think there's now at the minute there's 4 lady golfers. I was going to put the ladies golf first prize as the Shot Scope Pro L1. Do I email them all out and say, would you rather have the Dyson? Because it's like 450 quid's worth of Hoover versus 150 quid Shot Scope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course, because a bloke will want the shot scope.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to put that as the ladies' first prize, you know, for being like accused of being sexist.
You'll be all.
Tell you what,
Do you know what I mean?
I have a Dyson and it is shite. It
I
doesn't
had
work.
one; it was pretty good. But
I don't like it. Well, when it was new, it worked fantastic. And the older it gets, the less. I mean, I actually took it to the Dyson store and they serviced it and everything, and it was like $100, and it's still shit. It was better, but it's not like it was when it was new.
They never are they?
I mean,
As
for
well
$300 or $400, I'd just rather buy like $100 Hoover or something. And it seems,
Yeah.
yeah.
I tell you what's
I'm
better.
not
if you can get-
impressed.
next time you change it, though, Robbie, if you can get hold of it, do they do shark hoovers over there?
Oh yeah. Oh, my parents have the shark stuff, and that's really good. They like it.
Yeah, I've got a
So,
shark.
I mean,
now.
so when I replace this, I'll buy a shark.
I do think the shark is better than the Dyson. Because
And it's less money.
E-Tech.
Ian says no. He wants to win it in the raffle. He wants to win the Hoover in the raffle.
No.
And then-
changed it. No.
And then Paul says, Harrods, chuff me. Don't tell Shaz you'll take up golf. No, Paul, the Harrods hamper is just for the raffle. So she can come along to the day if she wants and just buy raffle tickets to get the hamper.
Or raffle
Or
tickets.
Paul, or you can buy the raffle tickets, but obviously Shaz can come
And
as
then
well.
make out if you win it, you just make out you pop
So
down
who
to Harrods.
donated the Dyson?
Dyson themselves. I emailed them asking for a
Really?
raffle prize. Yeah.
Really? Oh, well, that makes sense. I was like, what does a vacuum cleaner have to do with golf?
Well, the thing is,
It's just a
because there's a
raffle
lot of
prize. I get it.
some non-golfers coming, so generally I've emailed a ton of companies for
Yeah.
raffle prizes. So far I've got the Dyson, I've got a bungee jump, I've got some stuff coming from Glenviewer, so obviously that's golf related.
Mhm.
I've got a golf travel bag. I've got the Pro L1, the shot scope. I've just had dropped off today a put out practice mat and training aid.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's a couple of other bits and bobs coming. So
That's
I'm
really
trying to
cool.
sort of get the raffle so it's generic and there's not just raffle prizes, because obviously there's other people coming as well that aren't
Yeah.
golf related. I'm going to wait until about 6 weeks or so before the day till I start asking golf clubs for 4 balls, because they normally put a 12-month date on it. So if I get them now, it's a
Yeah.
narrow window for people to get them. So I think last year we had about 8 or 9 4 balls.
Yeah. So Darren needs a new dice, and he might try this year.
So do you want it as a first prize then, Darren, for you? Oh dear. Then Kent will purposely not win it if that's a gents raffle for first prize.
Only other thing I could think of.
Oh yeah, we've got
Would it-
two £50 American Golf vouchers as well for the first and second prizes for the gents and ladies. Yes, sorry.
Is it the first, second, or
Sorry, second prize.
second prize?
Second prize.
Is it worth putting dice as the wooden spoon?
No,
Whoever comes last.
no.
Yeah, if I can't make it this year, I'll do something for the raffle.
Yeah. Well, if you can't make it this year, you're gonna have to come over to Vegas in February. You know that, don't you? Because we are tailoring our holiday around being there for your birthday as well.
Son of a bitch! Now I gotta be there.
There was one, but there was two. There was one out somewhere. I didn't know where it was.
So, what are the dates for Vegas then?
We're planning to go, I think, around about the 10th to the 20th.
Okay.
It's Jeff's birthday on the 11th, and then it's Jacko's birthday on the 14th. It's Pimmy's birthday on the 14th, so but I don't think Pimmy's going to be there. Well, he might be. I don't know. And then it's on the 19th. So there's only one out there now.
Yeah, I can't forget it. Oh, it's there. Look, pass me in. Well, they're fighting over other stuff now.
So that is a Friday through to a Monday.
Yeah, that's the plan. It depends on flights. I think flights will be released.
Yeah,
Next
they haven't
month
been
or
released
so.
yet. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
so
too far ahead.
in the next sort of month or so, we'll be able to sort of get a better idea of when we can get flights out there.
And what hotel are you staying at?
Huh?
Which hotel are you staying at?
We don't know yet. Potentially the what do you call it, Jacko? If you're still on, what's them apartments you're looking at getting prices for?
Bellagio.
The what?
Was it Bellagio?
No, it weren't on the strip. It was just off the strip.
Yeah. Saturday night talking about Ubers.
Oh, if Jacko comes back on again, I'll ask him. But it's sort of some apartments,
okay.
just off the strip. But he's going over in June or June, I think it is. So he's going to see about getting some deals on the rooms. Well, at that point, we'll have a better idea on how many people are going over.
So what are the outfits? Elvis and Marilyn? What?
I don't know actually, because I'm looking at getting a dress made, so I don't know what kind of road I'm going down at the minute. Are you going as Elvis, or are you going to go in your?
Well, it was either full Las Vegas, Tuscany.
Tuscany, the Tuscany apartment.
It's either the full Las Vegas jumpsuit,
Yeah,
or the full leather 1966 comeback special.
I'll tell you what he'll be wearing. He'll be wearing a
Ooh,
tuxedo.
yeah. The full
no.
leather 1966, the Fonzie special.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
wearing a tuxedo.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you get a bunch of Vaseline, slick that hair back nice and tight.
That's it.
You dye your hair black, slick it back.
See.
The Fonz never goes out of style.
Get married in your golf gear.
Robbie's got it.
Everything else black is something he's thinking he made.
Get married in your golf gear with your golf
Is it
bag
Colston?
on your shoulder. Walk in, I do, and then straight off to that driving range that they got.
Ideal to me. That's in my idea.
Can you imagine? But the plan, I think the plan is once we've got done the vows, we're going straight over to get a steak in the Circus Hotel.
Yum.
Big fat steak. But we're going to get it streamed as well on the internet, so anyone that doesn't come can watch it at home.
Well, I guess the Fonz didn't have it slicked back. He had a nice comb, but I'm sure there's a lot of product in it.
Don't give him ideas.
Actually, it wasn't a black jacket. I think it's a brown jacket.
Brown what, sorry?
It looks like a brown leather members only jacket.
She's got one shoe, he's got the other one, but he's got some. What, the Fonz?
Yeah, the Fonz.
The Fonz had a brown leather jacket, yeah.
Yeah, it was brown.
Yeah.
Evening, Jeff.
There it is.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
Back to you, dogs.
Don't pass my dog. It's your dog.
So it'd probably be like Levi jeans with the bottom rolled up, you know, tucked up, brown leather jacket, white shirt.
Are you going to have as well?
You gotta get the comb over and maybe a nice chain or something.
Are you going for something like T-Birds out of Greece or something?
There you go. That's the Fonz right there.
Oh dear.
What am I missing?
It said what you were wearing. I was like, what is that? We're going for T-Birds out of Greece. Jeff's just finished watching Still Game. Andrew said every time Sammy barks, his dog gets and knock him out.
What is Still a Game? Am I missing? Is it another program I should be watching but aren't?
Yes. You need to watch it. Look it
Sorry?
up. Look it up on the iPlayer.
I will. Because we're still watching Discovery of Witches. We're about halfway through the second series. But we are binge watching that. We're watching about 3 or 4 episodes a night when we get a chance.
I've watched all them.
How many series is there, Debbie?
3.
3.
That's it.
It finishes after 3.
Think so.
Oh, good. I can start something else after that then.
They've left it open, really.
Yeah. It is good, but it's just weird.
Yeah, but
But
don't.
There's only 3 fucking books.
Yeah, but they haven't.
Write another book.
So you need to shut up.
I think I'm.
You froze up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking sky for you.
So instead of doing the Vons, so he could do Danny Zuko, you know, John Travolta's character, and Corinne can do Olivia Newton-John, Sandy.
Yeah.
Let's try a red one.
I don't think she's bothered about that.
Unless you've been blonde before.
Let's see. Let's do not the bob. You gotta do the big curly hairspray. Where's that?
She can manage. Yeah.
And they're back.
Sandy. Type that in.
Oh my.
Leave Sally alone, Ken. So,
Marmaduke's finished.
Oh, they would
She's
say.
now watching SpongeBob and on her iPad.
right, okay.
Um,
Then she went to sleep.
in a bit, apparently she said to Taylor, "Oh, crumb it in bed, I'll finish it, so I could go on my iPad." So she's gone on like twice. One of which she was messing about with a box and a face, and then the lid chipped off and went all over her face.
Is it cleaned up now? Yeah.
Yeah. I said, right, I tried not to laugh, like, please clean it. You might not want to eat it because you have a feet in it and all sorts.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's it.
Yeah, don't eat it.
But not
Kept
freebie.
sticking a foot. I'm not eating it.
Oh, Lucy's freebies on Sky.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, so Andrew's had to put headphones in because of him.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Where have they gone now? Lucy?
They're in there. I've given. He's got the sticky thing. And she's got the
Oh, right, okay.
thingy thing.
The sticky thing.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, like they get like the long high chew things with a bit of meat, dry meat round it.
A
He's got
sticky
one of
thing.
the sticky thing, and she's got the yak milk chew.
Yeah, Corinne, you didn't hear me. You were gone.
You're having no room.
That
Said you didn't hear me. You were gone. Because Neil could be Danny Zuko. You could be Sandy Olsen from Greece.
could be
John
Sandy.
Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Me?
Sandy, not me.
No, not me, Sandy.
Why not?
Oh
Not
no.
the Bob.
Oh, what
Not the
Ken's
Bob.
got?
I'm trying to find the curly hair with the black outfit.
Giant strawberries.
To be fair, Robbie, I did actually buy that outfit quite a while ago for a fancy dress, but I never actually got to wear it.
There we go. That's the look right there.
Got a top and the stretched skinny pants. Not quite got the figure to wear.
That's the hair right there.
I'd need some chicken fillets for that though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that outfit and that hair will tighten any man's pants.
I definitely need some chicken fillets to get that effect.
I'm sure she had the operation that you wanted to work on.
Probably.
Yes, everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Like that, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Egg. Another egg. I'm gonna get on to the carrot.
Oh, right.
Bless her. Happy days. For God's sake. Check them off.
Isn't that what the Fonz was in? Happy Days? You say that a lot. Happy Days.
Happy days.
Isn't that what the Fonz was in? Happy Days?
It is, yeah. Sunday, Monday, happy day.
It's going down very smoothly by 4 fingers.
well, now they
Is that
got
your
a
first?
individually.
What's that?
Is that your first drink, or are we on second
Well, the
or
first
third?
one was 2, and this was a proper full glass of 4. So
Oh, okay.
about
You weren't
6
messing
shots,
around.
I'm guessing.
I need to
What's
Nice.
that?
have that one up.
You weren't messing around on your second measure then?
Nope. I said 2 fingers. I poured 4. That's a proper 2-finger pour is 4.
Well, it is your birthday.
Damn straight.
Oh,
Right. Like I said, I got the phrase wrong, but it's my birthday and I'll drink if I want to.
Exactly.
Just change one word and it's perfect.
Oh, we've got Mr. Nuts in the room. Good evening, Mr. Nuts. How the devil are we?
Word.
Word up.
mm.
Mr. Nuts
So like
is in
West
the room.
Side. Word.
Who's that?
Mr. Nuts.
Didn't he used to come on here regular?
He did.
I remember.
I remember him.
I can't place him, Ken. Can you?
I remember him.
Yeah, he used to come on regular.
He were on every week.
I remember there was some beef with like some top bloke guy or whatever. Well, not top bloke, but what was his name? You know, the big channel. There's some beef there. I can't remember. Something about not having enough time or something. I don't know.
Get in there. Get in there, lay
In
down.
fact, I've got a mug in there, and I was thinking about taking it to Antiques Roadshow. It's something that we don't hear of a lot.
Lay down.
He's a
He's a dunk.
He's a donk.
I don't know.
Don't know. Could Lindsay sort my internet out? Because I've been on to them several times in the past and they've tried to fix it and they keep saying it's all right and it's not. The problem is, if the fault doesn't happen while I'm on the phone to them, they can't find it. That's what I get told.
So is there anybody better in your area?
No, they're all
No.
crap.
No.
Really?
Next doors, I've got Virgin. They're shite as well.
Who'd want a
Um,
virgin?
Because I've Google Earthed your place and you live in a nice area, so you should have good internet.
The exchange is right across the literally about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
10, 15 feet away. It's literally across the road, the exchange unit. So I should have a pretty good thing.
Now, is it an actual cable, fiber optic phone line, or is it broadband?
It's fiber to the house.
Yeah. If it's
I just
fiber to your
remember-
house, you shouldn't be having any problems.
Just
You
remember,
think, wouldn't you?
just remember the golf nuts is.
Have you?
is the golf father's son, isn't he?
Yeah,
Peter
yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah. Lee, right? Lee? Lee's his first name?
Peter. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Vaguely
Leave
remember
me
him.
alone.
Oh, Lee.
Well,
He's probably not even
Is there
home,
any-
is he? It might be the weekend. He's a busy boy. He's a busy boy.
He is a busy boy. Dave, come here.
Lee's nuts. We miss you, buddy.
Bless
There's
him.
Jeffrey.
Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff's not been on for a while either, has he?
Yeah, with fiber optic, you shouldn't have any problems.
You shouldn't have, no. But it's absolutely awful. But they've said that
Yeah,
I've had a new router sent through about 6 months ago, and it were all right for a short time. Then it started going crap again.
What's the number on your router? Like the model number? Like like it's whatever brand it is. It'll say something 1200 or 2400 or 5600 or something like that. It should be on the top of the router. Right on. You should see it on the router, right on top of it, on the front. Look at that number. If it's a low number, it's shit.
I'll go and have a look at it. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, straight from the bottom. Okay. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, golf nuts. Do you not have a good signal? You should come on, buddy. Bless me with your presents for my birthday.
So he's with Amanda, he won't be dressed.
It says model SR203.
203. Yeah, you guys must be different over there how it works. Because over here, like your router, depending on like the brand or whatever, but they all have a number like that's kind of, it's not so much the model number, but it's the power, how fast it is, how good it is. It'll be like 1200 or 1400 or 5600, and the higher that number is, the better and faster that route. Well, maybe not better, depending on the brand, the faster the router is supposed to be. So I'm not sure how yours is over there, but
Well,
like my neighbor bought like $100 router and it was whatever 1200. I'm like, dude, that's a piece of shit. You need to get a better router. And he spent like over $300 on one, and it's like a something 4400 or 4600, and that's what I'm using on this from his house over there across the street.
The problem between his house and yours, our unit where the BT hub is, the cable is there.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah,
Closer
because
than his house.
probably 25 foot a yard, then the alley, then 10 feet of his yard, and probably 12 feet to his router. So I'm at least like, 60, 70 feet away from his router.
Yeah, I'm like about a quarter distance away from the main unit.
That's more than Missy Elliott.
Going through a couple walls too, and crap weather.
Which is they've sent me this new router. Because I actually paid for super fast broadband. But it's really not.
You should be.
Or you answered it there.
Damn it, Lee! I don't care if you're in bed. It's my birthday. I want to see your face.
You answered it there for yourself about your internet.
Like shit.
Yeah, no. BT is the line.
Good lad.
No, what's in Sky?
But has anybody else in your room got BT internet?
No, I don't know.
If you find, you'll find, because it's a BT line, they'll prioritize BT internet. Everybody else that uses that line gets a shittier coverage. Hence why you get shitty coverage from Sky.
Even though I'm paying for super fast broadband.
Correct.
I'm paying for a service.
BT line, they'll prioritize their own internet. That's why I'm on BT now. I wouldn't go with anybody else. And I find that out from an engineer. Sky can send all the routers they want because it's only from your socket to your router is what Sky covers. See the line from the road to your house? That's BT.
Oh,
They will prioritize their own internet. So anybody else that uses the line gets a crappier service. So it'll be Sky and whoever uses the BT line.
so she needs to switch to the BT or be whatever.
And she'll get better internet.
I'm screwed then, yeah?
Unless you get BT internet.
Marvellous.
Lee seems to be ignoring my pleas.
Well, then you do this.
But that's one thing, because we've always had just local, whatever the phone companies are, internet here in town, and there's some broadband companies, and nobody uses broadband when they're in town. This is people out in the country. And then we got our own internet service in town that's not affiliated with like a phone company. It's just our own town's internet. And so they ran off, they actually had like things hanging on your doorknob where in certain areas, like if you wanted their internet, fill this out and mail it in. That way they know how many people in each area want their internet, so they could prioritize where they started running their fiber optic lines. And this area here was one of the first areas. And I had their internet a long time ago, and their numbers were way higher with their fiber optic than anybody else. And it was ridiculously fast. And then since then, they've upgraded several times to what their basic package is, literally 10 times faster than any other internet that's offered in this area. And I don't even have internet because I don't need it, because I just use wireless from over there. Hopefully they're not watching this.
I don't think they will be. I think you're safe.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the company, that they're not like monitoring.
Not your neighbor.
No, my neighbor gave me the password. That's right.
Nice.
Whatever, Lee, it shows that you don't love me and that you don't care. That's how I feel. I'm just saying.
You feel rejected, Robbie?
Yes. No man should be rejected on his birthday. Not even from another man.
Oh,
Well, rejected by women.
Bitter much?
Where is Lee going to play golf this year?
I don't know. Where is Lee playing golf this year?
It's not.
Karen says Lindsay can sort it because she knows it's shit.
Okay.
He's not playing anywhere this year.
He's not going to play anyway. But not getting a membership.
He's not bothered about playing.
Oh.
I do got to get something set up at my house. I need to get like a practice mat or something in a net, like in my house. In my garage isn't going to work. It's got to be in my house on the first floor somewhere, because I get 10-foot ceilings. But just even if I get hit some irons, I need to hit my driver. Just through the winter, it just sucks not being able to hit. And then spring comes around, and it's like you got to start over all over again.
Yeah.
Just sucks.
Yeah, it's crap, isn't it?
Well, this course here that I go to, they did get 2 golf simulators in there, but the leagues basically got it booked all the time. So now, as opposed to just playing leagues during the summertime, they can do it through the winter time too now, because they got 2 simulators in the golf club, and they got it booked up all the time. So as far as being able to call and rent it for an hour, it's like, sorry, we won't have anything till next week on Friday. Like, well, screw you then.
Oh,
And then it's like,
stop.
I think it's $45 an hour to rent it.
Oh,
I sure as hell am going to pay that to go hit some balls by myself.
A bit expensive.
Yes, isn't it?
I don't even think they're GC quads. I'm not sure what they're using. I'll have to pop in there and look. Like, pop into the pro shop and buy a bag of golf tees and walk over in the simulator and see what they're using.
So damage is delete. We missed the videos.
Well, here's my problem. If they're using what's that brand? Something the Mevo, what is it? So the white and red one that's like $5,000. What is that one? Kent, you know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, what's that?
The simulator. What's the white and red one that's like $5,000? The something Mevo?
Mevo Plus.
Yeah, the Mevo Plus. Because that one you put behind you. And there are courses you can play on that. But my thing is, if they're using the GC quad in there, and if you're left-handed, they're gonna have to move it every time you hit.
Right. You do.
That's why I don't like that one, because you have to move it to the other side. Well, that and it's like $25,000.
Why don't you have a look at the Garmin? They are 10.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I thought about picking that up just so I could take it to the range and stuff, and I can keep track of stuff. I thought about getting that just for myself.
That's about $500. I think.
Yeah, it's like $500. That's a great deal. Well, see all the reviews on YouTube about it, like actually how good it actually is, except for indoor with the lighting, you need to like put some dots or something on your club and your golf ball or something so it can pick it up a little better. But for $500 to track your numbers, that's cheap. And how well it works.
Have a look at Dave Maxfield's stuff. He's done loads of reviews on it. In fact, he has the Awesome Golf app running on his, and he loves it. Yeah. There's loads of data points on it.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be everything you want, but it's better than nothing. It's better than your eyeball.
Yeah. I'll send a link to his YouTube to Corinne, and she can fire it over to you.
So, just to
What's
pick
that,
up.
Kat? What'd you say, Kat?
He'll send me a link to the YouTube page and I'll forward it on to you.
Oh, yeah, you don't have any of that social media stuff, do you? Yet.
Oh, Jeff is now 30th on the list for a new league.
Oh.
So I reckon he'll be out for
Kent, what you should do is just open an Instagram or Twitter account and just don't do nothing with it, just so you can have contact with more people like me.
I don't like people.
I don't either. I don't either.
So, Jeff, are you going to be all right for Ramside, do you reckon? Or are you going to be limping about at Ramside? Huh?
He'll be there.
Oh, his handle fell off his golf nuts mug.
It's all right because he's got 3,000 in damage. He'll send you another one.
There you go, Corinne. Yeah, not only will you have that, you'll have a golf bag with your own stuff on it. And then he's doing printed stuff now as well, isn't he?
Lee, what's wrong with your foot?
He broke it, didn't he? Have a break. He broke his foot, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Corinne, you could have shirts with Golfing Princess logo on it.
What your the cartoon character?
With cartoon character.
And that'll look quite cool, won't it? Yeah.
And he does decent quality shirts. He does Callaway shirts and Footjoy shirts.
Footjoy. I like the Footjoy stuff.
Does he have like a catalog that you can have a look at when you're up there?
No.
If you went to his play, he's got loads of stuff around it. Inside, of course.
That's dangerous, isn't
It
it?
might be. Look, I scorecard all things that they was, but you know.
Well, you
Yeah,
are.
Corinne, yeah, Corinne.
Oh, you need to count.
Corinne, if you came up with a design, like if it was a foot joint shirt or something, and then you put it out and you have people do like a pre-order so you know how many to do, as opposed to just ordering a bunch of whatever size, do a pre-order for sizes and they can all be made at the same time. I would order a couple of shirts. I would.
We'll have to have a look at them.
Yeah.
And then we put a cover and
Yeah.
do
The only
that.
problem is I noticed ordering shirts from the UK is that
Side
your
pocket.
guys' idea of what like a 2XL or 3XL or 4XL over here isn't the same of what it is over here.
No, it's not, is it? No.
Yeah. Like, I'm not light on my feet, but I have really broad shoulders. And I just got fitted for a suit last week.
You must be a medium.
Not my waist, it's my shoulders and my chest. Like I've never had a 4X shirt before. It's always been 2 or 3. And for like the suit, the suits are always a little tighter and you end up being a little bigger in size over here, I noticed. But my suit shirt was a 4X. And I was like, man, I'm a fat, not gonna finish this sentence.
That's nice.
But the guy told me, he's like, your waist is the same size as your chest. He's like, you're not bigger around. He goes, but just because of your bust, he called it, like my fucking tits. He's like, you got a 4X shirt. I'm like, ah.
How's that, Ken? Let's go.
Nice.
Nice, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they are nice then, yeah.
That's like lavender.
I do like the purple.
Yeah, this is nice. Huh?
What's that?
Oh, that's really cool, Kat.
Is that for your sticks?
I think they're really good.
That's to keep it, I was like, that's to keep it warm. Yep.
Little bit.
Darren, yes, you are wearing something pink for the golf day. Anything pink.
Yeah, Kent, that's Kent's little blanket for the frosty days.
Leather.
Interesting cake. Okay.
I'll tell you what, you did a good job on these, Kent.
They're really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are really nice. I like them, especially that the card book. That's cool.
Well, that's Ken, you don't need to do
Got
Yeah,
yours,
you can have them. They do different sorts. They do one that folds one way and one that folds, like your yardage books.
Yeah, because the
long and
courses
thin.
do different books. They fall
Yeah.
one way or the other. Yeah,
Where's yours?
but no, that's really nice.
The cost to set up the charge and the logo is 30 quid. Yeah. And then once it's set up, you can.
So Corinne, I'll give you my mailing address, Ken. I'll be expecting something soon.
It's a birthday present.
Excellent. I'll pay for the shipping. It'll probably be like $4. I noticed, Corinne, like the stuff you sent me wasn't like super big, but the shipping is so inexpensive when you ship something to me. But for some reason, when I ship something to you, I got to work like an extra day at the end of the week to make sure I can pay for it.
We've had a bit. When we went to Portugal, Steve Poole left his house keys, didn't he?
He's in his apartment.
In his apartment and some sunglasses. So Corinne sent him back. But as a joke, because he's Irish and we were taking a piss about the leprechauns and everything, she wrapped it up in a box of Lucky Charms.
Sent us a Lucky Charms.
The cereals.
He kept saying, take a Lucky Charms. So I bought some Lucky Charms to send to him. But they've customs have sent him back, sent the box back. They haven't told me why, but it's come back to him this week. His house Lucky Charms.
Because of a customs.
So it never made it to him?
No, we just said it failed customs. And it didn't say why though. I wonder if it's
Probably because it's it probably didn't make it through customs because it's a perishable good. It's a food item.
what the other thing I thought, on the customs form, I didn't list out. I just put cereals and keys and glasses and put one weight. I didn't list them out and put the individual weights. I don't know if that's something to do with it.
I don't know.
Jimmy.
Well, look at it this way, because so when I sent you guys that picture or that it was, it was like 40 or 50 quid, your cost, 40 or 50 quid. Or no, I'm afraid that it did like 60 or 70 quid, and that was with insurance. Okay, that was with insurance. And then just this past November or December, I sent Jeff those FootJoys, and then the lady lefty golfer, I sent her a hybrid. Okay, and then Jeff, I sent his to his residence, and I think it was I think it was like about 30 quid. And then the lady lefty golfer, because she's like never home during the day when her mail comes or when her post comes, she had it shipped to where she works. And since that's like an office complex, they held it in customs and said that she had to pay more to receive it because it was like some sort of like a commercial product or something. It was a gift.
Wow.
So I ended up paying, well, I won the club in an auction online. Because, I'm always trying to help somebody. And then we got talking on Instagram, and she didn't have any clubs because she's left-handed. It sucks, women's clubs. And so I won this F8 hybrid from Cobra on an auction, and I literally won it for like $25. It's probably $100, $150 club. I want it for 25 bucks. Like, hell yeah. I was like, so no matter how much it costs me to ship it, it's going to be worth it for me to pay 25 bucks for it and then pay the shipping for her to have something she can play with. And so anyways, it was $25 for it. And then it was, and Jeff's shoes, that was without insurance. And then the golf club was, I think probably 50 or 60 quid roughly. And that was without insurance too. But then they held it at customs, and then she had to pay 30 of your guys' money or 30 something to go there and get it, which pissed me off. And I had no way of contacting the Royal Mail over there to say, what the fuck is going on? This is a gift I sent to a friend of mine in the UK. She shouldn't have to pay to receive a gift.
No, that's wow.
And I think she figured out it was because she had it sent to her work, which was a business, and it was probably business related. So they had to pay extra to get it, as opposed to me sending it to her residence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because she knew she didn't.
Anyway, Pimmy,
Hello.
do you know, I know you're Northern Ireland and it's not Southern Ireland. Can you send cereals, like food products,
Nope.
through customs?
You need
No.
proper documentation. That's why all our stuff gets stopped at Lauren and Belfast coming in even to us.
So is that why it got sent back to me? I think.
Sent back.
All right.
You want documentation.
So I just need to send it again, just his keys and his glasses then. No Lucky Charms. No Lucky Charms!
No foods.
Damn it.
Nice try. Because that's something I would do. I've done them.
I'll send it again. Take a picture of him. As soon as I see it's delivered, I'll ping that through on Messenger. Say this is what you could have won. The custom said no.
Yeah.
So that's what I was wondering too, when I talked to the lady at my local post office about when I was going to ship like chocolates and some snack, treats and stuff over to you. And because it was during the summertime, she's like, if you send chocolate, it'll be melted by the time it gets there because of the temperatures and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Not so much when it's in a plane, but when it's in any type of road vehicle, it's going to get toasty. And so putting that off, and then I got online and I started reading some other stuff, and like supposedly you're not allowed to ship perishable goods, but yet I can send a perishable care package to a friend of mine that's stationed in the military over in Iraq or something, and it'll get there just fine. But supposedly I can't send you a package of perishable goods. That doesn't make sense to me.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strange. Very strange. I know.
So how's the picture doing? Is it doing well?
Yes, it's It's moved. It was up here, but because we've got the picture here, it's moved. It's now above the bar. The actual
Well, that's where it
bar.
was when you first put it up. When I saw it anyway.
Oh yeah, well it's still there.
It's
Though.
always been there.
Yeah, it's still there.
I still want to order one that says pervertly, but I don't know if she'll let me put it up. It's got to say Mr. Pervertly, but it's probably going to be like 4 feet.
How's it go? What are you
Yeah, donut.
I have a question for you. This is for anybody. I've always wondered this because when you guys are like on the road and you're driving, do you go by miles or kilometers?
Miles.
You go by miles. Now, when you use a tape measure, is it centimeter or like inches?
Both.
It's centimeters, really.
What was the biggest?
Yeah.
Okay, when you guys have someone working on your house, are they going by centimeters or inches?
Centimeters.
Well, millimeters,
Centimeters,
centimeters.
Or millimeters? Or I say metric or standard, I should say.
But Robbie, when you go to somewhere like B&Q, like your home or Depot, meters length is 4.
Colston, quit moving around. I can't hear what he's saying.
Hang on.
We do have things where we go to like B&Q, which is your like home depot,
Yep.
and you'll buy 2 meters of 4x2.
Okay, 2 meters would be 6
Of
foot 6 inches.
4x2, so 4x2 inches. It's
Okay.
really
I got
good.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've sort of like we've gone into metric, but not fully.
So were you guys like the standard before and now you're switching to metric?
We've been metric since about 1972, I think,
Uh-huh.
but we're not quite fully there yet.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering, because I was just thinking about it the other day. I was like, so whenever I'm watching like Top Gear or something like that, and they're talking about miles, or you guys are talking about going somewhere and it's miles, but that's like, well, do they measure in the metric system? So how does that work? Like if you go to measure something in the metric system, but you're driving, you go by miles, that doesn't quite come out to feet. So you guys like use both systems.
We use both. I think it's because we don't want to go on to we don't want to change the road markings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If we went metric, everything that were miles would have to turn to kilometers. It'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Well, over here, like when it comes to anything that has to do with driving, obviously it's, foot, feet, yards, and miles. And then measuring stuff, it's still standard, whether it's foot, inches, and things like that. But when it comes to nuts and bolts in this country, it's both, and it's a pain in the ass. We have standard and metric nuts and bolts.
I think we do as well.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whether it's automotive industry or even construction, like computers and stuff, we have standard and metric. I think construction it's mainly standard, but when you get into electronics and stuff, it's metric. And automotive industry, like on a Ford pickup truck, even back in the 90s, like my truck's a 95, it's got metric bolts all over it. I don't care what a Ford mechanic says, it's got metric bolts all over it.
Yeah, but when you go to like B&Q, like say the Home Depot again, you look for things like screws. You'll get them maybe in mils or inches.
Really?
You still sell both.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like the thread type, as far as what it's for. Like as far as like our stuff that we would use for construction, actually build with, not so much like your plasterboard screws and stuff, but when it comes to what we call a lag bolt, it's all standard over here. We don't have any metric stuff in that. But when it starts to get into intricate like mechanical stuff, it's all metric. Yeah, where it's a real fine thread, we tend to switch to metric. It's confusing as hell.
Yeah, it really is.
And I've been doing this for a long time.
And it ain't gonna get any easier.
Well, it's funny, like a Ford mechanic, like they'll preach all day that the lug nuts on these older vehicles is 3/4 of an inch. It's not, it's a 19.
Yeah.
It's a 19 millimeter. He's like, you put a 3/4 inch socket on it, you could barely get it on there. It's snug. You put a 19 millimeter on it, it fits it perfectly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And like when I grew up working in the Ford shop, they would like, oh, it's a 3/4. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a 19.
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself, America. It's a 19.
Yep.
Yeah. And then when it gets up to what, 13 16ths and 21 millimeter, that's basically the same. But the 19 is a little bigger than a 3/4.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. It's been a pain in my ass for a long time.
So Jacko's not happy because this guy's gone down. And I'm guessing the fights, all the people starting to come out on the fight now. Big fights. They're doing the walkout about 10 o'clock, aren't they?
They're on dressing room cam now.
The what?
They've got a dressing room cam on.
Oh, have they?
Kind of weird, but there you go.
I'm dressed.
So Jocko, you got your grandson tonight, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he's got him tonight. Yeah.
Well,
Neil's just gone upstairs to put Lily to bed. Oh,
Put who
Lily's
to bed?
Huh?
Lily, what? Neil's gone to bed? What?
He's going to put Lily to bed.
Who's Lily?
Our granddaughter.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something earlier when I was trying to get on, but
Yeah, she's yeah. Orange, I think. Oh, might be blue actually. Listen, what colour toothbrush is Lily's?
I've had about
Wow.
8 shots now worth of my stuff. I'm starting to feel a little tipsy, so I slowed down.
So you went from 2 fingers to 4 fingers. We're now on 8 fingers.
I went 2 to 4 back to 2, and it's empty. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's not empty yet, but I opened this today. I opened this at noon today.
whoa,
Wow.
Robert.
It's 750 milliliters, so it's it's half gone.
What alcohol percentage is it?
45%, 90 proof.
Wow.
Most of it's been consumed in the past like 45 minutes.
It's your birthday, Robbie. Knock yourself out.
Damn
Well,
straight.
isn't drinking it like that.
Oh yeah, there's no Coke involved or Pepsi or anything like that. It's straight Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Woo-hoo!
Straight up. Wow.
You can't help when you're sucking down a hard liquor like that. You start getting a little tipsy. What was trying to think of comedian. Can't think of his name. He was talking about I was dating this real pretty girl, for a little while, a couple months, and she invited me to her family reunion. This is down south in the United States, by the way, hillbilly country. And she introduced me to her dad and her uncle. There's only one person staying in there. It's like, oh boy.
Oh dear.
That's scary. Or dad and brother. Only one person standing there.
Yeah.
A little scary.
Wow.
Down south in the US, missing a
Are
few
you
teeth.
having a nice tea today then, Robbie?
What's that?
You having a nice birthday tea today?
Tea.
Well, dinner. Birthday dinner.
Well, when we get off here, I'll probably well, not me because I'm a little loopy, but I'll probably have Tracy run up and to that little local bar I told you about where we get prime rib from and get us the prime rib for dinner.
Nice.
Because I sure as hell ain't gonna be standing at the the gas range like this. It's
No.
almost done. Well,
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, Andrew, we play with the Kirkland balls sometimes. They're not bad actually. They're all right.
Like, just straight to bed. You know, want the Scooby Doo, right? But
Of course.
Well, the was it the TXG, not PXG, TXG on YouTube? They
Yeah.
actually were surprised with the Kirkland wedges and the Kirkland balls, not the older Kirkland balls because they had some issues, but they fixed them and they got the new batch. And they were actually quite surprised at how good they were. You know, for the price anyways.
They spin
Right.
like crazy.
Yeah. So Kent, you play a Pro V1?
Yeah, I'll play V1s, Chrome Soft or TP5.
I've been, well, last year when I went out a few times. I really like the Pro V1 X left dash.
Yeah, that wouldn't spin enough for me.
So that's the thing. Like I got no problem spinning my irons.
Okay.
So that's where the X left dash really helped me with
Yeah.
my irons, is knocking down. And plus me, when I'm like, I guess you want to call it your approach shot, is I'm not looking for a backspin. I just want that ball to bounce a couple times and stop.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually trying to get it as close to I can, not go back and roll. You know, no matter what the slope is, I don't care. I'm always trying to aim right there.
Yeah.
And I want it to stop. And that's where that helped me with, because I can create a lot of spin. And off the driver, I really hadn't noticed a difference between that and some of the other balls I've used were the Chrome Soft. But I definitely noticed a difference on the driving range, because there's some of the guys that will just hit their crap ball to hit an extra shot on the range and it's left there. And the Sloginger we were talking about earlier, those things feel like a rock compared to the Titleist Pro V1 or X. It's funny. Can't believe I used to like those.
Andrew says he saw a review with Rick Shields, like a Pro V1, but £1 each. Well, they cut up a bit more, don't they? They're not as durable. Is that right, Ken?
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah,
like me,
because the X has a little harder skin on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, spins more.
Yeah.
They switched them around about 10 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Just
my favorite ball I
started
used to
to-
play was, what was that called? I'd have to get in my golf bag and get it out. I don't remember right now. Of course, I'm a little loopy. I can't think off the top of my head.
it's the whiskey, Robbie. It's a whiskey.
Yeah. What was it? It's something. The title is something tour, NXT Tour. It's from like 2005, and they had it for probably 10 years at least. And they had an NXT Tour soft. But I love the NXT Tour ball because it was, no matter what club I hit with, no matter what club I was hitting, that ball did what I wanted to with the way I swing. And they stopped making it. And so I contacted, Titleist through an email and say, hey, this is a ball I used to play. What would you recommend to replace it? And they recommended some blah, 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 something soft. I was like, I don't prefer the soft. The NXT Tour isn't a soft ball because they had a soft version of it.
Yeah.
And so I ended up just testing crap on my own and figured out I like the X left dash. The problem is I don't like paying $50 for a dozen freaking golf balls.
No, and you have to get them that hold them in stock.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, again, I've never actually held on to one long enough to scuff up anyway.
That's one thing I remember.
When you look at the packaging for the Kirkland balls on the version 1 and version 2, there's no real difference. It's exactly the same information, but whether they have made it so they don't scuff up, I don't know.
One thing I don't understand is all these manufacturers, like it doesn't matter whether it's a club manufacturer, golf ball manufacturer, they're all the same with every progressive year. Oh, it's longer and farther. New balls are longer and farther, better feel, this, that. And then you do like, if you watch like the TXG guys, where they have that freaking machine swinging that same golf club nonstop, hitting thousands of golf balls, and they aren't any better than the ball it was from the previous year. Maybe by like a yard or something. Really? And then they raise the price.
So we've got Peter Smith on that says he uses Pinnacle Gold.
Why Pinnacle?
I think you can, but I normally start out with a Kirkland, but it depends what I pick up in the trees.
Yes.
You know, I can end up with a Pro V. I can end up with a TP5. It just depends on how I'm playing.
Yeah.
And how far.
Oh, it's always good luck you find a brand new Pro V in the woods. It's like that's $4 straight back in your pocket.
Come here, Seth.
I started saying I've lost 2 balls, but found 3. So
Come here.
you know,
Winner, chicken dinner.
sorry.
Winner, chicken dinner, isn't it? You're up.
Yeah.
If you take Kent with you though, you tend to keep your own ball and others. So it's like a bonus, really. You're always up. They don't sleep.
There's a gentleman's house that I work on quite a bit, and his house is right next to 11. It's a par 3 on the course that I play at and go to the range to. And we find, like, he won't go out every year, but he's getting older. He'll give me a call and say, hey, it's been about a year. You need to go out in the woods and look for some golf balls. I'm like, all right. And so I'll wait for like the fall when the leaves start to fall or whatever, and go out there when it's a little cooler, and I will literally fill like 3 or 4 or 5 gallon buckets worth of golf balls on that par 3 11. And then we'll go through and sort them. And it's ridiculous how many like brand new, Titleist Pro V1s and stuff that I'll find. It's like these people have no business playing a $50 a dozen golf ball. It's like depending on where I find it, because it's almost in his yard. Like, what's the point?
Well, Darren's going to bring you 100 balls down when he comes down for golf day. His brother sells them, budgie prices, cheap.
That'll what you got it. 100 golf balls, that must be a couple of rounds, won't it?
You've not been too bad, to be fair.
It's when you go to places like when we went to Portugal, there's water on the course. Even if you don't lose them in the water, you can't find them, can you? It's just
No. When you go away in September.
Have any of you actually like peeled a golf ball with one of your irons? Probably like a mid iron, like a 5 or 6 iron, where like you go up to hit your next shot, and there's actually like the golf where you hit it, it's still attached, but there's like a layer that's peeled off hanging there, like a scab.
No,
I've never done that.
That was back when probably like the late 90s when I was starting to really get better at golf. And they were those Triumph Storm irons that I started with. And probably because it was a cheap like Schlesinger or Top Flight golf balls, it would actually peel a layer of like the dimples off, and it would just be hanging there like a little circle. And then my buddies were like, you can't pick that up and fix that. I was like, really?
Wait.
We're not playing in a comp. Come on. And then you'd hear it go through the air. Boom, you'd hear it flying because of that little feather hanging off the side of it. Yeah, exactly. It was funny. Oh yeah, and it would not go straight. It'd be it could be a 50-yard shot and it'd go 10 yards left or right.
And I would imagine when it came to putting, Robbie, you'd struggle then as well.
Well, no, then you could mark your ball and pick it up. Then you could peel that off. And they'd always ask me, "It's like, how do you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know. They're 25 cents a piece. That's how I do it." Because back then, even now, guys tell me I'm stupid, but every like new round of golf I start, like if I just play 9 holes, I don't care. But if I'm playing 18, I start with a brand new ball. I don't keep using the same ball over and over and over again.
Really?
Yeah.
I use it till I lose it.
I like that. I'm gonna have to write that down. Use it till you
Yeah.
lose it.
So she uses a ball every 3 holes.
I was just going to say that, Kent. I was just going to say that. Don't last more than 3.
I don't for you, yeah.
Yeah.
The way forward, Robbie, I'm telling you.
Well, you lose one every 3 holes. You got to start off with a new one every round.
Now. Here. You want to go out?
No.
I think it's kind of a mental thing of just starting off with a fresh, brand new golf ball and fresh, clean clubs on every. I religiously clean my clubs.
The thing is, as well, as soon as you say it to yourself in your head, if it's not, even if it's not out loud, if you're like on the 15th or something, and you'll go, I've not lost a ball for ages. You know damn well the next time you're losing it.
When we went to
It's
Augie's
the
Day,
kiss of death.
when we went,
Yep, that's exactly what that is.
to Augie's Day, Jeff said,
Gutty.
I think we were on about 15th hole or something ridiculous like that, and he went, I've used this for 3 rounds at Ramside, and I'm still on the same ball. And then the next shot, off it went.
Yeah. Bounce up. Bounce back. Come and sit down now.
Can't quit it.
Sit.
You don't care what time it is over there. Quit yawning.
Darren says the gift to the king. Oh my God.
Maybe I should get a crown on my Bitmoji as well. Maybe
you should.
a bigger crown.
They don't do bigger ones.
I'll tell you this though, I'm going to do everything I can to make your tournament this year.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, that, wouldn't it?
When it comes to pinching pennies, I've been doing it. Oh yeah, or pinching pence over there, but pinching pennies, I've been doing it.
Nice one, Robbie. Awesome,
Well,
wasn't it?
I think the last time I was actually on, we were talking about it, and I was talking about my investment doing well. It's not doing so well.
Oh, bugger.
Darren, anything I found in the trees, really. I'll
You're
use anything.
not generally a brand snob, are you?
Well, no, I can't be because it depends what people have
Most
got.
shares of Russian gas.
What were that costing?
5 shares of Russian gas.
Russian gas.
Yeah. That's where we get it from, isn't it? That's where we get all
Well,
ours from. The price of it now.
Disgusting.
Got a text from my dad. He's at work wishing me a happy birthday.
Ah,
You see, he does love you.
Oh, my parents are great. I love my mom and dad. I couldn't ask for better parents. Really, they're awesome. They're really good people. I couldn't ask for better.
no, bless. Are you a proper mummy's boy then?
Oh, 100%. Well, I'm kind of both. Like, I love my mom. I love to cook, and we spend a lot of time in the kitchen together. Even now, when I go over there, we'll cook together. But growing up, my dad and he played baseball in like middle school and high school, and I played baseball, and so we were always out in the yard having a catch, or him hitting me balls, me working on fielding or pitching or anything, and he worked third shift a lot when I was a kid, and I shit you not, he literally worked 7 days a week, even back then, unless he took a day off, just because of the job he has. He works, he has to be there. And I don't ever really remember him, maybe once or twice throughout my entire childhood, him missing any of my games of whatever sporting event I was in, or I was a drummer, percussionist for all the high school show choirs. And honestly, maybe once or twice that he wasn't there. At the most, he was always there. And then, he was always there. So, and then out in the shop, working, cutting some wood, him teaching me how to use a, circular saw or whatever, or teaching me how to use a tape measure. But no, I'm both mama's boy and daddy's boy. But
Excellent.
proud
Well,
of
Paul-
it too. I love my parents. They're good people. I could ask for better.
Paul's only says happy birthday, Bobby. So good evening, Paul. How are you doing? How is Sonny Bear?
Mr. Paul Nicholson, UK. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh, yeah, always I got to show it if he's involved because it sits here on my desk.
Your Happy Me hat.
Yep, my happy me. And I say this too, this is probably one of the most comfortable hats I've ever gotten, especially for free. But still, this hat is very comfortable. It's fitted too, which is surprising. I got this big bowling ball of a head and it just fits perfectly.
I got
Obviously, Lily Golf, who knows no more. That sits on my desk, 1 to 18. But yeah, I love this hat. And I should have had him send me two, and I told him I'd pay for the second one because I don't want to ruin it. Because a little display on my desk.
I've got a bandit hat that's a charity one, isn't it? The Angus MacDonald Trust
Yeah.
for some sort of cancer charity. But I found out I can no longer wear it because Angus now plays for Rotherham United. I just can't do it. It's in
Mortal enemies now.
I'll never put it on.
Oh, there's other stuff that displays. There's other things that display on my desk, Corinne. That sits on my desk.
Yes. Let's get some more on the show.
Yeah.
And then, there's obviously some extra driver heads from Cobra that sit on my desk. There's a white one, black one. But yeah, I got the hat there, the 118, your golf tees and pencil that you sent me. That sits there.
Aww.
I respect the people that respect me. How's that? Or even if it's fake respect that I don't know about it, it's still on my desk.
That's a very, very good attitude to have, that, Robbie. Very good.
Yep. Trying to see. Where's it at?
It's the golf in the kingdom.
Oh, right, okay. That's up.
Golf in the kingdom.
Yeah, this one's funny. Most people have never seen this, but I was 6 years old, and is everybody familiar with the band Rush?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody familiar with the band member, especially the drummer Neil Peart? If anybody doesn't know him, he's probably one of the, if not the greatest drummer that ever lived, as far as him just being his craft. His drumming was his job. He treated it like a job, and he was very good at it. And almost all drummers look up to him amongst any others. But what's funny, he's from Canada, and the guy's name was, of course, the drummer's name was Neil Peart. I can't think of the guy's last name. His name was Neil something, but he was the owner of a percussion store that was in a local town here of Fort Wayne, and it was called the Percussion Center. And Neil Peart actually got most of his drum equipment in the 80s from the Percussion Center here locally in Fort Wayne. And in 1986, I got into drums when I was about 5 years old. And back in 1986, my dad got me into a seminar when Neil Peart was there. And I still have the pass.
Oh, wow.
From 1986.
Wow.
Huge part of my life, that guy.
What are you giving me kissing for?
But yeah, my dad kept this safe for me until about, oh God. I love you too, Kent. Thanks for the kiss. But no, my dad kept this safe for me until a couple years ago. And he was going through some stuff and he found it. He said, "Hey, look what I found." And he gave it back to me. I was like, I was 6 years old. I barely remember that. I remember being there, but not much of it. And he handed me that, and I about cried.
Aw.
But no, he passed away a couple years ago from a brain tumor.
So, Ken, I think that's a good one.
What did you have to eat today? I want to say about 12 hours ago. What'd you have for breakfast?
Paul, it seems really, really strange. Jazzy must be having a 12-month catch-up, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Because Corinne got an email from Jazzy the other day.
And that would be our illustrious Kent, that Darren. Who else? We'll just do the pants. And again.
He still hasn't answered me about what he had to eat about 12 hours ago.
Oh, burritos. Sorry. Costco
Really?
burritos.
It's just a minger.
He is, yeah.
Would that have been your lunch break?
Vile. We're all saying.
We're all saying Brooke, Paul. I think Kent agrees with that, or that's what Kent hopes for anyway.
What's that?
Paul just says Khan or Brooke Kent. We're all saying.
Corinne very nearly met Kel Brooke in Costco, but I wouldn't let her go up and pester him.
Rightly so.
Because it was like every other man holding on to trolley, bored as fuck, because his missus were yakking to someone.
Yeah, Colston, I think you're right. He needs to go check that.
No,
Oh,
you need to check the one after it.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It's not clever either.
So where's Mr. Paul Nicholson at tonight? He's just in the chat room.
Yeah, you can't bet against him, Paul, can you, really? He's a blade, so... Yeah. The 5 years ago, Paul, should have been at Bramall Lane when Brooke were champion.
Yep.
But Cam
Stop
didn't,
it.
he didn't, he didn't get enough money for it.
I don't find you funny.
You do know, Ken, if you carry on, you will follow through.
I just feel sorry for Debbie.
So do I. I'm married to it.
Better for worse.
I was playing football once.
Debbie, you have our deepest condolences.
Yeah, because you know when they said better for worst, I got worst end of deal.
Right here, Debbie. I feel you right here.
Yeah.
We're all pulling for you to make it through the night.
We've got a spare bedroom. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to go in bunk bed.
I was playing football once, and they Asda do a like an high energy drink called Blue Charge, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I drank a litre bottle of that before a football match, and we just about to kick off, and I started farting, and I couldn't stop, and I shit myself. And I said to the ref, "Are we back in a minute?" He said, "Well, we're just about to kick off." I went, "No, I just shit myself." And he went, "What?" I said, "Just shit myself." He went, "No, fuck off." I turned around, it was all right down the back of my leg.
Oh, Danica.
And I had to run. They changed, but
Colston,
and then there was
Colston, genuinely,
there
if
was
you
a
leave the
bloke-
field of play without the referee's permission, it's a yellow card.
But I come back to the changing room, so the bloke was sat by the side of the park where kids were playing. And I said, "Excuse me, mate." I said, "You couldn't open the door. I need to change my kit." And he said, "What?" I said, "I shit myself." I went, "Yeah, all right, mate." So I turned around and he went, "Oh, you dirty bastard." Oh, I changed my socks, my fucking shorts, cracks, the whole lot.
Hey, that's a hell of an advert for the Asda Blue Charge. Yeah?
That is.
That's
Was it Tracy years ago used to work at a nursing home, and she was in dietary, like in the kitchen and stuff. And there was an old gentleman there named Harold, and his buddy, I can't remember his name, he was in a wheelchair, but they called them Harold and Kumar, if you've ever seen the movies. But they were best friends, always sat together, ate lunch together, and all the nurses and employees that worked there could always hear them talking about, breaking out of the nursing home like it was the doors were locked or something, like it was a prison. And one day, the guy in the wheelchair, like I can't remember his name, we'll call him Kumar, he was in the wheelchair rolling down the hallway, and then Harold come out of the bathroom and saw Kumar pushing the wheelchair. So he grabs the back of his wheelchair, the handles, and starts running with him, if you will. They're great, they're in their 80s and 90s. And come on, Kumar, we're getting out of here. And he's like, all right, Harold. He's got his hands in the air. And as he's running and trying to run, pushing Kumar's wheelchair down the hallway, something was leaving the bottom of Harold's pant leg all the way down the hallway.
Oh,
That's not
Yep.
nice.
I can't wait to be old.
It were everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Still hospital, wasn't it?
I told Tracy, it's like, if we're still together when I'm to that age and you're still around and I can't control my movement, shoot me. Please shoot me. Put me out of my misery.
I would say that to me, but unfortunately, I probably fucking miss. Probably just said if he gets to that stage, they said to Tracy, shoot me. I said, but probably said that to me, but I probably fucking miss. Untitled Shanky.
I'll just put you in an old biddy zone.
Won't be long off. You'll be doing it when I finish. When I get to 67.
Will I?
Yeah.
Why?
Because then you'll have all the money yourself.
No, well, you'll need it for going in home.
So who's got a beverage? I don't care if it's alcohol or not.
I just had coffee.
Coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Is it caffeinated?
Yeah,
Fight
decaf.
Monkey's starting at 10:30.
So it's decaf.
Jeff's ready for it now.
Oh, is Jeff
Oh, Ken, what did your pro say about Jazzy?
I'll tell you when I see you.
Okay. I'll message
Well,
you.
anyways, what I was saying, anybody, doesn't matter what it is, grab a drink.
I've still got some coffee left.
A little bit of coffee left, I don't care. Thank you.
Neil, what do you think? Oh, Neil,
Thank
just comes
you to you guys. Getting to know all of you through the Zoom meetings and on Instagram and whatever. It's been life-changing.
Cheers.
cheers,
Pleasure
Robert.
to meet you all. You do a post. Neil's going to pour himself a drink and do that again.
Shit, I gotta do another one.
Another 4 fingers.
What?
All right, this is the last one.
Is that the one from that Mr. Ray sent you?
Yeah, well, there it is.
Come on then.
Hang on.
Stick.
Wow, that was a little stronger than I thought it was.
Let me, come on.
Right, I'm back again.
Right, you're back. You ready to go again?
All right.
Drink in hand.
So Neil, did you hear my toast earlier?
No, I missed it.
He didn't. He was
All
out
right, I'll
with the
do it
dogs.
again. I was like, thank everybody from the UK, you guys from Instagram, YouTube, whatever. It's been life-changing, life-altering, actually. And thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks for being a part of it. and sticking around with us.
Oh God, just pure entertainment and friendship. That's what it's been for me.
Absolutely. Well said.
Oh God, this will be like 12 or something.
You're going to be seeing the end of that bottle soon.
Hang on, I'm not sure I got that one, Robbie. Just go again.
Oh God.
No, I got it.
Robbie
You're all
can't
right.
go again.
Yeah.
You'll have to go back and look at where it was before. I think
Oh,
it was
wow.
about here, but I opened this today at noon.
Tracy's going to kill you.
Oh no, I'm pretty tolerable. I'm not an ass.
Oh,
I
that's
know
all
how to
right.
behave myself.
So
Yeah.
when Neil's had a drink or had too much to drink, he turns into one of them I love you people. He loves
He turned into
them.
Mr.
No. He goes to sleep. But he turns into he just loves everyone.
Loves everyone and goes to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, don't you?
It reminded me one for a while, I just.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't turn into
yep, that one's-
you have your friends that you really like, and then your friends that you don't really like, and then it turns into I love everybody.
Yeah. In fact, to be fair, with the people that he didn't like, if he was in the room with them, he'd probably tell them what a twat they were. Actually, like when Loose Lips comes, that wouldn't be a good idea, would it?
No.
Okay, so everybody that's in the chat, thank you. I'm reading these. I'm not doing another one.
What's Paul saying name for?
What's Robbie's alter ego name?
You just say exactly what's on your mind.
Yeah,
That'd be on the screen right there, Mr. Pervertly.
Is that going to be your? But that's that is your alter ego. But you know, like when Neil gets drunk, he goes from Neil to Trigger.
Yeah, nice drunk.
That's where Trigger came from.
Thanks, Debbie.
And then Paul goes from Paul to Rodney.
Okay.
Who does Robbie go to when he gets through? Who's drunk Robbie?
I would have to say it's what on the golf mates, what they call Lee, Mr. Smiley, but minus a smile, I just get, I'm just happy and having a good time. Like really, like I don't turn into an ass. I'm really sincere. Right now, just my last two toasts. Oh my God, what a fruitcake I am. It's just, I turn into just friendly, lovey, just enjoying life. That's my alter ego when I get 2/3 of a bottle into it. But honestly,
Nothing wrong with that.
like, besides that, it's like I'll always defend my friends. I'll always be there for them. True friends, not the poser ones.
Yeah.
And then if you're like a poser friend and it's my birthday, you can go fuck yourself.
I think
Like, my true friends shine when you're. It doesn't matter whether you're drinking or not. You know who your real friends are.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. 100%.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, you know, like your true friends, you'll defend them even if you know they're wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've always got the back. But like I say, it's just the ones that aren't really your friends
Yeah.
that just get to you. You're more likely to say, you're more likely to say something that you shouldn't say.
Well, I probably say more than I shouldn't say when I'm hammered. But
Sophie, stop
most
it.
of the time it's probably not offensive.
Stop it.
Paul said I turned into myself.
We don't know what Kent would turn into.
We'll never know what Ken
We'll never
turns
know.
into when he's drunk, because he's never going to get drunk.
Honestly, I gotta tell you, I haven't been this lit in probably a couple of years.
Really?
I'm flying right now.
Tell you what, I'm glad we decided to go on tonight.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was ready for last night, you know, because Tracy has one of our grandkids downstairs. They're downstairs watching the movie, and I just happened to see that message on Twitter. I was like, I gotta get on Twitter this evening. You know, the UK, my friends in the UK are on there, and she didn't do it last night, so I got to pop on tonight. I think that's fine. And she's been tired. She took over to the pool last night, and she's all worn out and she's nappy. And so I was like, all right, that's fine, perfect. So I'll come on here tonight. But she's been gone since yesterday at like 5 o'clock until like noon or 1 today when they came back. And I started that bottle at like 11:30. I was here by myself.
11:30 is fine, Robbie. 11:30.
Well, I was like, you know what? It's quiet. You know, I got my laundry done and folded, and I did loaded the dishwasher, and I was just watching stuff.
Robbie, stop. You're offending Kent there.
I know.
Saying you did the laundry and unloaded the dishwasher. You know,
Well, here's the thing. Tracy does her laundry and I do my laundry. We have arguments about this. I tell her, don't do my laundry. I don't want anything on her plate, and I'm telling everybody this, that she has against me. These are rules that we have. Don't do my laundry. I'll do my own laundry because I don't give a shit about my laundry. I throw it all in there. I don't care if it's pink, red, white, blue. It all goes in. I don't care if my pink shirt turns my white shirt pink. Don't care. It all goes in there. Do my laundry, fold it. She don't have to deal with it. She works 6 days a week. That's the thing. She works 6 days a week. I don't expect her to have to deal with any of my BS. You know, I'm self-employed. I work what I want. So we have our schedules. We work together. That's how it is in this house. And we get along just fine.
The thing is with Corinne, if she saw me doing my laundry and doing my own ironing, she'd tell me I was doing it wrong. So she'd rather do it at home. I've ironed shirts since she's gone. She's been sat there shaking. No, you don't do it like
You're doing it wrong. And in the back thought, she's like, okay, he screwed up and did something. What did he do wrong? What do I have to figure out that he's not telling me?
I don't want to smell it.
It won't be smelling.
Off you go.
I'm going to go fart on your pillow.
You fart on my pillow, you die tonight. I wake up with pink eye, you die.
Hey, Debbie, and we know you're not joking.
No. He stinks.
Debbie, do you have a candle? Light a candle.
No, that's a go up in flames.
Robbie does his own laundry.
Oh dear.
He won't let he's going to do his own.
You'll do your own.
Yeah. Not because he wants to.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
But
Whereas you won't let me iron it when you go.
No.
There we go.
No, but you cook,
100%.
clean, iron, all that, don't you?
Yeah, we both do. Well, I am old fashioned, but there's things that I don't expect someone else to do for me. I don't expect someone to watch. Well, here's the thing too, because like I said, she works 6 days a week, literally 11 to 12-hour shifts. I don't expect her to do a goddamn thing for me. You know, I could work a month straight, 7 days a week, but then I might be off for a week or two until my next job starts because I'm self-employed. So I make my own schedule, or my own schedule is made for me. But you know, she's on a time clock, you know, and it's not even like a verbal agreement. It's just an understanding that I have. You know, she works so much. She works more than I do. I don't expect anything from her. You know, but you know, just take care of yourself, do what you need to do. I can take care of myself. Granted, you know, my shirts are all wrinkly because they just in underwear, and I don't fold my socks. They just get stuffed into a drawer. but she doesn't have to deal with it. I don't expect her to deal with it. That's just
Fair
me.
enough.
You know, I was raised, you know, old fashioned, but at the same time to be respectful. Like I said earlier, is having really good parents. I couldn't ask for better parents. I really couldn't. I mean, they raised me to be, I try to be a good person. Oh, trust me, my dad, when he felt the need to tan my ass, he did. And I probably deserved it.
Kent were quite lucky. His mum did everything for him. For all kids in house and her husband. And she
So
worked
that's the
full
way that
time.
he is. It all comes out on Robbie's birthday. Kent is the way that he is because of his mother.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Debbie, I will tell you this. I've noticed the videos that you're in tends to have a few more views when it's just you behind the camera. What does that say?
What do you mean?
The audience likes you.
Oh, when I'm filming rather than playing.
No, when you're actually playing, when you're on camera as opposed to being behind the camera.
Probably because they're laughing about how badly I hit it.
I don't think that's it.
Plus the fact I'm usually taking Mickey out, Ken.
Yes,
I think that's
That's
what it is.
it.
People like to watch me taking Mickey out, Ken.
exactly.
It takes
Is
it
Kent on
well.
the toilet?
Yeah, he's have to go on.
Farting on David's pillow, then he's going to go and have a shit.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fine on my pillow first, but I've told him if I wake up with pink eye in the morning, he's gonna die. Before I get into bed tonight, I'm gonna be spraying all my pillows. The Febreze.
I've been changing them.
I've been swapping them for Kent's.
Yeah.
He'd have to go to the bathroom though, because if he'd have started fighting anymore, he was gonna follow through. He's
He's
nasty.
nasty.
He is nasty, yeah. But the more he laughs, he then farts while he's laughing.
Well, that's
So-
when you have a good laugh, the pressure you start bouncing up and down. When you're a male, things just happen.
Yeah, yeah,
And
but
I do that. I'm not gonna lie, I do that as well.
Yeah, but Kent's put Debbie as the important one. So he appreciates Debbie being on channel, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Very
Scratch
good,
off.
Kevin, very good. That means he's
Yeah.
a smart man and not a stupid one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think from my perspective, I think Debbie does herself down a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's a very good golfer. She's very good.
Honestly, Debbie, for the short time you've been playing, you've done very well. You're doing very well.
I think I'm getting better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Kent
This
told me
I will tell this one thing I will tell everybody that I know all of you will disagree with. The range is very important. And the big key with the
I
range
think that
is not to look at it as, oh God, I'm so bored, blah, 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 is look at it as if, okay, the more time I spend at the range, the next time I get to the course, and the next time after that, and the next time after that, and the next time after that, I will get better and better and better. Like I think Colston said it once about he likes golfing more so than the range is practicing more as when you're playing on the course because you have different lies and things. And the way I look at it is even though you're practicing off the same lie over and over and over again at the range, you're figuring out with each club how to strike that club properly. And then once you get to where you're on the course and you have those weird lies where you're up here or downhill or, you know, back or forth, you feel more confident about your adjustment to be able to strike that ball and get it to go where you want it to go.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because
Well,
I go like this goes back to my early and mid 20s when, like I've told you guys before, where golf was literally a religion to me, where I literally worked 2 jobs and I was at the range an hour or two every day, Monday through Friday, and playing at least one round of golf on the weekend. And when I went to the range, it was literally I start at the putting green for like a half hour from different spots. And then I would work myself over to the range and start with like a medium wedge, work my way up through the odds one day. Then the next day I work my way up to the even clubs. That way you're not hitting all of them and spending too much time on a range, and then work your way through whatever hybrid or wood or whatever you have in your bag to your driver. And I would spend so much time on a range. And then when I would actually go out and golf on the weekend, after literally a few weeks or a few months went by when I started that routine of spending so much time on the range, literally, oh gosh, 10, 12 hours throughout the middle of the week, and then golfing on the weekend, hitting that range and making it a focus of my golf game. My game improved so much where I literally became a scratch golfer from a 13 or 14 handicap in less than a year.
Wow.
We keep
Because
saying
I focused so hard on it. But at the same time, my friends were like, where's Rob been?
Yeah.
But that was at that time, I was like, man, I'm really liking this. And I never had a thought about taking it anywhere. I just really enjoyed the game and being able to improve my game. But that's who I was back then. Now I look at it differently as just simply enjoying the game for what it is, introducing me to new friends.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that. I could care less how good my game is if I make it over there at the end of July.
Yeah, because to be fair, none of us lot would have met if it hadn't been for golf, would it?
Nope,
Mm-hmm.
not at all.
we
That's one thing you can't. What basically what I was getting at is you can't have great expectations of your being able to lower your score if you're only going to golf a couple of times a week or once a week or once every other week and never practice.
Yeah.
So Andrew's just asking, what's your handicap, Rob?
Last year my handicap was an 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
We keep saying about
We
putting down
keep
range,
saying
we
we've
just
got to
never
go
get
to
there.
the range a couple of times a week, but we never get down there, do we? And when we have our lessons, Danny's like, this is your drill. You need to practice this, but we don't get down there, do we? We've got to really, if we want to get better, that's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I got to say about my handicap being an 8, though, is because it's on a very limited scale. Because you guys know me, like, you guys, hey, what, when we have our Zoom meetings or whatever, what'd you this week? I was on the range, and I would literally golf once a week or every other week throughout last summer. Okay, so I wasn't turning in a whole lot of scorecards, but I was spending a lot of time on the range. And when it got towards the end of the season, I golfed a little bit more and a little bit less time at the range because I had been working on everything all year long. And literally last year, my handicap went from after I went to the range, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple dozen times before I even went out to golf the first time. Because the last time I'd really golfed, I was a scratch golfer.
Wow.
And my handicap at the beginning of the season last year was a 17. And by the end of the season last year, I was an 8, 7-8.
That's good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is good going.
But it's kind of like riding a bicycle. You haven't rode a bike in a while, you get on it, you're a little wobbly, but it comes back to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't come back to you as quick when it comes to the golf swing. But
That's true.
that's what it was. So this year, I've already paid for my range membership, so that once they're open back up for the range, I could care less about their simulator. But once it gets back open to the range and the snow melts, I'm going to be out there religiously. And it's honestly, if I never had stumbled across the Golf Makes channel, a few years ago, I don't know if golf would be back in my life right now.
Really?
It had been such a huge part of my life for so long.
Yeah.
And then, you know, met Tracy, and not that she took golf away from me, but you meet somebody, you know.
Priorities change, don't they?
Your priorities change, exactly. Well, I just had my friends, drinking buddies to hang out with, you know, and we went golfing every once in a while. But you know, I worked 2 jobs, 3 jobs, depending on, you know, what I was doing, and it didn't matter. And not, but golf was always a thing for me for so long. And then, you know, met Tracy, priorities change. She's not really into sports or golf or nothing, blah, 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 but doesn't hurt my feelings any. And then, yeah, your priorities change. I bought a house that needed to be fixed up as opposed to a house you could just move into. Your money goes elsewhere. Golf is expensive. So, yeah, like you said, priorities change. And then I'm not even sure why I stumbled or what I was looking for when I stumbled across Liam and his channel of like 4 or 5 years ago, and just subscribing to it, watching it, and finding it. Because back, like I told you back then, golf was like a religion. It was my life. And I couldn't care less about going pro. I didn't even think about it. I just loved playing golf and bettering my game and bettering myself at the game. And then Liam, when he started off, was trying to better his game on his channel. That was how his channel started, was his lessons and stuff. But then it turned into what it is now, about literally enjoying the game and meeting new people, and being able just to enjoy the game for what it is, no matter how good you are or how sucky you are. Is about, you know, getting together and enjoying the game and enjoying each other's company. And then that was literally the whole reason I started my Twitter account, was to be able to keep track of what was going on with the golf mates. And then I met you guys.
And that's why you sort of changed the mentality to a degree, isn't it? Because Neil was very much, when we sort of started going out and golfing with different people, he used to be very conscious that he's a lot higher handicapper than a lot of people. And he'd be like, oh, they're not going to want to play me because I'm crap. So it's taken you a couple of years to settle down and think, and like you say, Robbie, you play with your friends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that whether you're good, bad, or indifferent at the golf game, but you're out, you're enjoying it, you're enjoying the company.
When we play with Debbie and Kent, if I hit a bad shot, no one says anything. If Kent shanks it, every fucker laughs at it, even me. And I have no right to laugh at Kent.
What's Kent's handicap?
Ken.
Sorry?
What's Kent's handicap?
Plus
scratch.
0.3.
What's that?
Plus 0.3.
So he's plus. So he's actually below a scratch golfer.
Yeah, but he's not a full point below.
Not full, but so he's basically a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
So that gives here's the thing. If you can all have a laugh, all of you, when Kent shanks a ball, and Kent's even laughing.
Well, he don't laugh at me.
That just tells you what kind of person Kent is.
No, because
Kent can laugh at his own shank. Granted, he's a very good golfer, but if he can laugh at your own mishaps, you're a real person, not an asshole.
Yeah.
And that's where I left that type of my life and became this with you folks here, is about enjoying the game for what it is. And obviously everybody wants to be better at golf, but enjoying your friends, having a good time.
If Ken can see Neil hitting a bad shot, he can usually pinpoint the why, can't he?
Exactly.
So he'll usually say to Neil, oh, it was a little bit far forward or it was a little bit far back. So then on your next shot, when you set up, it's usually fine, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
If I hit a good shot, there's no one more encouraging than Kent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the thing with him. Like I say, he glosses over the bad shots, but encourages the good.
Ones,
You know, so.
The That's the one thing when you're like you and Corinne, you've only been playing for a few years. How long has Kent been playing golf?
I think he started with what's going into Bobby Jones. I think he started playing.
Years. Exactly. Because I started playing golf when I think I was 12 or 13 and never really truly got into it until I was in my late teens.
I think Kent
I think
started in the 90s. I'll tell you in a minute.
I think that with Kent, he's
When did you start golf?
with Kent, he's he played table tennis, Robbie, as well. You know, I think he's one of the natural people with the eye coordination. So I think
That is one thing I can say I have been gifted with throughout my life is I think it's more of a mentality of an understanding of understanding of whether it's football or soccer or vice versa when it comes to you guys over there, or baseball or table tennis, is having an understanding of and the ability to put your understanding to your hands or your feet, if you will. And it's not so much a natural talent, it's more of an understanding.
Yeah. Kent's just put a comment up while he's on the shit house. I don't say anything unless I'm asked. And again, this is something that I admire about Kent. When I play with other high handicap golfers who tell me what I'm doing wrong, I ignore.
Well, no shit.
If I do something wrong and Kent's there, Kent, you can sometimes see him wanting to help, but he won't help.
Say nothing unless you ask.
Say, Kent, what have I done?
Yes.
And then he will offer his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But you're more likely to listen to him because
I will listen. Kent's a scratch golfer. I'll listen to him. Someone on a 28 handicap telling me that, oh no, what I want to be doing is this, I won't listen to them, because they wouldn't be a 28 handicapper if they knew what they were doing properly.
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing to say. Here's one thing to go along with that. Of course, Debbie might disagree, but when it comes to his mates, it's about having, like I said, an understanding of being a proper gentleman in your buddy's mate. You know, as far as knowing when to be there for your mate or to have a laugh with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that is a true understanding of being just a proper person, really. So
Yeah.
Debbie, when did he start?
He started sort of like in his 30s when he couldn't play table tennis anymore.
And how old is he now? Like 85?
Not far off. No, he's 60.
I gotta pick on him because he's not in the room.
Yeah, we're born in.
I'll wait for the comment. So he's been playing for a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to think about like how long Kent's been playing, how long he's been playing, whether it's been off and on or religiously or not, how long it's taken to get to where he's at now of being below zero as far as a handicap.
Yeah.
You know, golf is not an easy game, and anybody, granted, it's a game that anybody can play and have a good time at. But
yeah.
But Kent's somebody, when he plays a sport, he puts his all into it, and he's got to get good at it, and he's got to understand it all, and everything else from thread to needle, he's got to understand it.
yeah, I'll have to raise my hand for that.
Work for him.
Trust me, you can ask Tracy. She would tell you I am the most annoying person when it comes to analytics.
Yeah.
Yeah. For myself is if I want to do something with it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think Kent's a bit same.
Bill Khan's getting smashed, apparently.
Well, can't. 2 minutes 30 leading that round.
And then Brooke
Brooke
destroyed him
in
for
the last 30 seconds. Yeah. Oh,
God, I hope he hammers him.
Huh?
If Brooke wins, I might
Well,
do it for you tomorrow.
Are they selling it? Or not just
They
playing
won't-
it?
No, you'll be able to buy it tomorrow.
Well, that's a bit.
I don't
Same.
care. If I only want to see Cal Brooke beat him. If Cal
You'll
wins,
see it on news.
They show you
Yeah, but-
stills.
It's not the same as watching them fight, is it?
No, but I just like to see Khan get knocked out. Khan is fighting back.
Whether he falls backwards or forwards, I'm not bothered which.
Yeah, as long as he falls.
He will fall,
Yeah.
Khan.
So, Pimmy, are you going to be at Corinne's benefit this year?
Yes. Yeah.
Pimmy, are you going to be at Corinne's benefit this year?
Jimmy's gonna be there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Colson's gonna be there.
Colston's going to be there?
Yeah.
And Kent and
That's
Debbie,
the
you're
strong
obviously going to
woman.
be there, right?
We're going to be there.
Darren's coming down for it as well.
Ted will be there,
Paul's
won't
gonna be there.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look at like where all of you live and the distance to get there. And I'm trying to think of like, God, I hope I can make it.
We are probably one of your nearest, but Jeff's the nearest person to you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Jeff. Like,
Yeah.
Colston, how far away are you?
We what, about an hour?
Yeah,
Oh,
about
that's not that far.
50 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Nicholson's about 15 minutes one way. Jeff's about 15 minutes the other way. Colston's about 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Macca's is
yeah.
only Macca's quite away from you.
Yeah, he's about
Pimmy,
2 hours.
you're in Northern Ireland, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's Northern Ireland, yeah. Darren's in Scotland.
Hence the Northern Ireland accent, which I absolutely love, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah,
Andrew's hoping to get back to Scotland. as
This is
well.
totally not me being asked. Like, Pimmy, when you talk, I just enjoy it so much. I don't know if it's like the
Here we
American
go. Wait.
way of talking, of trying. Honestly, in the United States, the English language is so complicated here because they've tried to make it such a proper thing of like how to pronounce words. It's so annoying.
What you want,
Listen.
Robbie, is you want Pimmy to say one particular word.
Potato.
What's that word?
Oh, no, two, sorry. Oh, shower, yeah.
Harsher and potato.
Potato.
Yeah, go and say potato.
Say it again with nobody making anybody noise. Just wait 2 seconds and say it.
Potato.
Potato.
You can't tell me that's how you normally say potato.
No, spuds.
Spuds?
Spuds.
No.
I totally understand spuds. Like
Potato.
here in the United States, like Idaho is the largest producer of spuds of any state. I don't know why, just Idaho potatoes. But potato, I don't care. But like when I first started getting on the Zoom meetings with you, folks, it took me a few times to really soak in what I was hearing because honestly, especially when Jeff is talking, Jeff throws me off.
It's proper Yorkshire.
Proper Yorkshire tea, that bloke. Love you, buddy.
That's the thing as well, because there's people from different parts of the country, so we've all got different dialects.
Exactly.
We all say things differently.
Well, that's the same way here in the States. Or you down south, it sounds like your brother's your dad accent. Up north, they have a Canadian accent. You know, out east, they have the mobster accent. I would say West Coast is probably pretty close to the mid coast, mid range where we're at. But down south in Texas, they just have words I've never heard of before.
Southern drawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that roll like down in Texas. Yunt to? That's you want to. Yunt to?
Look it.
Yeah, I need to is Anita, which is actually a female name. Anita. It's actually I need to Anita. Anita carburetor. What? We don't have that brand here. No, Anita. No, I need a carburetor. Anita.
Wow.
It's hilarious over here how we make fun of each other.
They say instead of like our Dave and die, instead of look at it, they go, look it. Look it.
Looky. Yeah.
Okay, so that happens here, but it's more of like a toddler thing where they can't quite pronounce the words yet. It's look it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it.
Yep. Look at
Andrew's about 5 minutes away from us.
Easy.
Andrew's on. I think Andrew's going to try and get back to golf and come to golf day, but he's about 5 minutes away from us.
well, that's good.
Can I just say something?
If I can make
tonight?
it, I hope you're there, Andrew. But no, it's the
Like, a lot of
it's all about-
interaction.
Yeah.
I guess what's the word, dialect? I think that's the word dialect.
I just said to Ken, did you fart on my pillow? Then he went, did I fuck? I wiped my ass on it.
Oh.
Ken.
There's lowering the tone and then there's lowering the tone.
When you think it can't go any lower, Kent.
Can't go that way,
So-
bit lower.
So Kent's mentality, his thought process, it's all done with love.
No, it's called gutter love. Because his brain and sense of humour's in the gutter.
And that goes along with the love is that we all have a deep understanding of what type of person Kent
You
is.
woke up with pink eye.
But you know what, Robbie? You know when you meet him in person, all this,
Shut up.
What's
no
that?
bravado.
Correct.
Was he a giant teddy bear?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's like, honestly, I've had, a lot to drink this evening, but this, when you meet me, this is who I am, just on a milder level. I might be a little bit more reserved, but honestly, if you and Neil pick me up at the airport, it'll be the biggest hugs you've ever had in your entire life. And I might cry. Just saying.
If you cry, I'll cry.
And
Don't
if
make me
you
cry.
videotape it, I will dig a 6 feet hole for both of you below your putting green. Just saying.
Yeah, don't cry because you make me cry.
Oh, trust me, there will be tears. I won't be able to help.
Holland's a reaper.
I don't know if it's part of being a Pisces, February 19th or whatever it is, but
Okay.
I am honestly, I think I'm more emotional than when I need to be and less emotional. Wait, more emotional when I'm not needed to be and less emotional when I'm needed to be. If that makes sense.
That's
I'm kind of
me.
the opposite,
That's
What
me, yeah.
but
And
no,
you're
that's me. It's the older I get, I know I'm only 42, but it's I
Yes.
really,
Okay, Robbie.
really enjoy the little things in life and tend to enjoy things more than I ever have in my past.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait till they get to our age.
It's only a few years away.
It's
Well,
fucking
Corinne, you're
ten.
what? You're just a couple years older than me.
Yeah, I'm 45 this year.
Neil, you're
54 this year.
54 this
54,
year.
okay. So you're the pedophile in your relationship, and Tracy's the pedophile in our relationship.
Exactly.
Tracy turns 50 this year.
Oh, does she? Oh, Tracy's a cougar.
yeah.
That's right.
I like it. It's toy boy. Robbie the
Well,
toy boy.
here's the thing. I try to get her on here so much. It's like, you got to come on with me sometime. It's like, it's a good hoot. You'll have a laugh. We're all good people, blah, blah, blah. But because she works 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. She's so damn tired. She's always sleeping. So one of these days I'll get her on.
Stop
You
it.
will.
We make it to
Are
Vegas.
you watching me?
I'll make sure she's with.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Tells one.
Definitely. Hey,
Well, we thought
Ken,
Knockout.
no,
Yeah.
hey, Ref stopped it.
Ref stopped it.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Is that in 5th round or 6th round?
First round, it looks like.
Jacko's won.
But in 6th round.
Yeah, Jacko took 6 through 12 for
I
Kel.
did as well.
Did
Did
you?
you?
Have you had a bet on it?
Yeah. Only a pound.
But she listened to Jacko, hadn't she? I just said straight. It
I haven't-
went knockout.
I haven't checked my phone in a while, and I have 17 birthday texts.
Have you?
Yes.
Ah,
Would it be rude to send a group text back?
no.
No, I'll do it individually. I'll just copy and paste.
You got a pound on it.
I had a pound in it at 12 to 1.
Well, I had a fiver. Well, I didn't pick the rounds.
And I had a pound to win on Kelbrook to win by knockout, TKO in rounds 1 to 6 at 5 to 1. So yeah, won that one as well.
So I got to show you though. Most of the text back are my friends sending me something stupid like Mr. Rogers putting a clown mask on. Can I get that in there or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Mr.
Oh,
Rogers
no.
over there?
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. He was a big part of my childhood. Love that man.
Not fucking us.
What?
I just had a fiver on it.
Just have awesome.
What technical knockout?
I did the same as Jacko, but I just had a pound on it, and then I had pounds for Kel to win by knockout, TKO in rounds 1 to 6, 5 to 1. So I don't know if that will be classed as a technical knockout.
Yeah, if referee stops, it's technical knockout.
Oh, so I've won £19
So
by
what-
£2.
What
No,
round was it?
no.
Thank you.
It's not bound to be a technical knockout. It could be a stoppage. Technical knockouts if the ref walks in when he's been down and stops it for him not being able to continue.
Well, we haven't watched it, so we don't know what sort of a.
And you wanted to have it as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
I wanted to see it, and I might even buy it now just to see it. But it'll be on later on Sky Week anyway, won't it?
It will.
It'll show you free on Sky, so I'll watch that. I'll tape it. And
I'll be right back. I'm getting the finger. Like, be right back.
Okay. Well, at least Brooke won anyway.
yes.
That's
It
what we
says,
wanted.
Paul said, ref stopped it. He was taking punches and not fighting back.
Oh, so he's going to want a rematch and say it weren't right that he were winning it.
It's too late. That'll be it. That's the end of it.
He's going to cry that it was.
Kell won't want out to do with him now. He's hammered him, and that's end of story.
You know that
What round will it, Ken?
Sixth.
6.
6.
we're never going to get past 6.
Excellent.
are
Oh,
Scare said he has a rematch clause.
oh, did he?
Fucking hell.
He'll not want it, though, will he? He'll not want rematch.
So
Can't.
Can't. Because he'll get battered again.
Well, he was saying you were in best condition ever. I know you beat. I know you beat. Fuck off.
When he said on that glove, you know that
Gloves are off.
where they were talking
Gloves off.
gloves off, and
Yeah.
he's going, I schooled you, and Kell Brooks going, when did you school me? When did you school me then? Oh, you know I schooled you. No, you didn't. You didn't do anything to me.
He said, I've never been schooled in my life. I fought 3
Exactly.
rounds in you, and that was it.
I'm just so glad Kell won.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Paul says it was so one-sided, they won't even get a fight for the second fight on pay-per-view. So they can't, how are they going to make money off it?
Yeah.
no, that's right, yeah.
Wow. Excellent
Brilliant news.
result.
Result, definitely.
Well
Definitely.
done, Cal.
Keep an eye out for him now in Costco coming.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
we
say
let-
it.
we let-
No doubt if we get down there quick enough, with money is earned on this, he'll be buying a big telly.
Exactly. Can I go? Will you let me go and say hello to him?
Yeah, yeah, you can go.
Right.
As long as you say, I see you stuff that car, fucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have to say that. Just say, I'm glad you sorted that fucking Lancastrian bastard out.
Yeah.
End of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that'll work as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Send that Lancastrian back to M62.
Well, to be fair, Ken, he went to his own backyard and beat the shit out of him. It sounds
Did
of
he?
it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Robbie's gone.
Oh, I'm still here. I'm up on the other screen over here.
All right.
Happy days. I think we're gonna head off to bed soon.
Yeah. There we go. Brooks is on the post straight.
Where's the blade?
What's the blade?
Well, he goes in wearing red, doesn't he?
What does that mean?
Chef United fan, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh, is that what a blade is?
Yeah.
No,
I wonder
it's
if
time
he's checking his
to,
hand now.
He said he'd check it.
He said he'd check his hand after he'd beaten him.
get a picture of Tracy so you can actually see what she looks like, but she refuses to come on here with me.
Because we don't actually know Tracy exists, do we?
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you've heard her voice in the background, me talking to her. But if you just weren't
Here's
paying attention.
Tracy.
And her 5 sisters.
Let's see.
Where's Rory?
Of course, I said that. Oh,
Jacko says the drinks are on me.
Oreo tubes.
Drinks are on who tonight? That bottle was about $70.
What's cook therapy?
What's what?
What's cook
My
therapy?
cat has like a funny mark on his shoulder. It's a cup they put on for some sort of therapy and it sucks the air up or something. You see a load of athletes with them on their back.
Like big blood type bruises,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Brings the
Yeah.
blood to the top of the skin or something.
Yeah, well, Paul's just said that he had cup therapy marks all over him.
Yeah, I've just seen a picture of him there and he has a couple of one just here in his arm.
Who did?
Can.
Cat, weirdo.
Can you forward that on to Robbie, by the way?
Yeah, I'll forward. I've got something to forward on to you, Robbie.
I thought Kel looked Brooks
What's going on?
looked when he were on weighing. He looked like he'd been sucked out.
No, I lost my YouTube feed up here, so I can't see the comments. But no, here's Tracy and I. We have in Angola, which is probably a 20-minute drive from us. There's a what I call grassroots racing when it comes to cars, and that's where you would have like your kids that starting to get into racing, and they're racing like little go-karts and stuff, and then they work up to bigger vehicles and bigger cars and things like that, to where they can work up their way up to NASCAR or Formula One. So over here at this local track it's a 3rd mile track. It's paved. It's a high bank track, 1/3 mile, and that's where they race. You know, that's where your Formula One NASCAR drivers come from. Indy 500, blah blah blah. And so we go there quite a bit. And this was just this past summer.
Oh yeah. Where do I?
All right. Okay.
Focused or not.
Is that with her?
Tracy exists. Look, there she is.
Punching, Robbie.
But who's that with her? Who's that in the picture with her?
But no, if you notice the earplug, it gets loud at a racetrack. Picture's not good enough, huh? I'll get her on next couple of weeks. For you non-believers, there is a woman in my life.
Believe you, Robbie. Believe
It is
you.
not Rosie Palmer's the left hand, the stranger.
I've just sent you a message, Robbie, on Twitter from Colston.
Okay. Well, Colston can send me a message. He's on Instagram.
He's on mute. If you're talking to us, Colston, you're on mute. Can't hear.
Oh yeah, I've sent that one before, but it didn't have the male pictures up front. Didn't have the Colston pictures up front. Yeah, you could have sent me that on Instagram. In the DM. Yeah, I've got the same GIF on my phone, but the ladies up front are, sorry, Colston, a little prettier. Yeah, the guy in the back, I think he's from that TV show. What was it, Duck Dynasty?
Me,
Over here in the US.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's the family. I think back generations ago, they invented the duck decoy for duck hunting.
All right.
Yeah, so obviously they're very wealthy.
Yeah.
But they were on the Discovery Channel or Travel Channel or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that show. How do they pull women like that?
Money.
Honestly, some of the looker ladies here in the United States kind of like the rough and tumble gentlemen. And then when you got a pile of cash from Heritage and your current business,
Yeah.
just saying. Well, I don't know about the girls that gift, the girls up front. I don't know who they are, but I think it was the gift that because they were focusing on the guy from Duck Dynasty behind. I don't think those two girls have anything to do with him because they're all married. No, what I was saying earlier, my biggest thing is about when I'm able to actually make it over there, not just your, breast cancer benefit that you're doing, but hopefully I'm able to somehow, I'm trying to figure out logistics with whether renting a car or a caravan or whatever, is being able to spend as much time with you as possible and being able to get around to at least having a round of golf with the people I've become friends with on here. I know Lee's busy, but Graham and Paul Nicholson, and obviously most of everybody's going to be at your benefit. And I would love to be able to play a round of golf at Charlton Cum Hardy. That would be really cool.
Well, there'll be plenty of places to go and get some golf with, Bobby, definitely.
Yep. And one thing I'm trying to work into it, if not, and even if I got to pay for everybody, I don't care. If it's just us three, because I, staying with you guys when I come over, is being able to figure out how to get to the old course and playing around on the old course. That is a bucket list for me. And if I have to come back the following year or whenever to be able to play the old course, I don't care how much money it costs me.
Tom's the one who has to
golf. I gotta play it.
Oh,
speak to Tom. Tom's the man.
Tom might be able to sort that.
What's that?
Tom.
Tom,
Maybe able to sort it.
he might be able to get. He won't be able to get people on for free, but he might be able to get discounted rates because there's a guy, Tom. I don't know what his surname is now. It's from Scotland anyway, but he called it McNubbin. Yeah, Tom McNubbin. He comes on every now and again. He's a member there.
Oh, I don't care how much it costs, and I don't care who I have to pay for. It's kind of like where you guys might think, like, if you come over here, whichever course you guys have picked out would be your bucket list to the United States to play. Whether it's Augusta or out in California, Pebble Beach or something like that. You know, the old course for me being from the United States, that's my bucket list.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google it.
Colin's gonna Google it now.
Stuff it is, it's about playing it.
Because I have played Pebble Beach. I played Bethpage Black, which the one course that is ridiculously tight and difficult, I must say.
Let's have a look. Old course.
Well,
Do you really want to know how much it is?
Was like a couple $200-300 around.
We're like 300, 380.
270 pounds.
Okay, and can't you stay at the course too? They have like rooms or whatever, you can stay there, like for the night.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's a
They have
hotel.
like apartments or hotel, like somewhere on the course you can stay there.
Yeah, that's right. There is. Yeah.
You can get deals like your golf travel and stuff for like an overnight stay around the golf. That's probably better.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking into because I figured if it was just like, you know, you and Neil and myself were able to go and do that, you know, while I was there, whether it's this time or next time, it's a drive, so it'd probably have to be for overnight, you know, or at least 2 nights or something. But my main thing is just being able to get over there, you know, playing part in your breast cancer benefit, and then meeting whoever I can. Like this time, I'm not trying to focus on. I know I said it before, but being able to play with as much people as I can. But this time, just being able to come over there, you know, be a part of your event and meeting the people there, and anybody who's close, like, you know, Kent and Debbie or whoever, like Jeff, not too far away, being able to get around the golf in and being able to have a good time playing golf in, you know, the home country where golf is from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie, you don't want to play Charlton Comada.
I do though.
No, you don't. What is it? It's a short shithole.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't care. Like honestly, if it wasn't, you know, he'll never see this, but if it wasn't for Liam and the Golf Mates at that channel and me subscribing, and then starting a Twitter account, then an Instagram account, and then meeting all you folks and meeting you, it wouldn't happen. So even though, you know, Charlie Hardy isn't that great, of course, I don't care. It's on a bucket list for me.
Kent, just to let you know, you sound like the hairy one.
Yeah, you big old freaking downer.
And he don't want to play with me, so I fucking hate him.
Sorted, Robbie.
Well, Kent, we will have the round of our life, and I will do everything I can on every shot to get under your skin, just like that guy was fading, Happy Gilmore.
Well, that's easy
And I
to
miss
do
his
that.
butt, you jackass.
We'll get you sorted out.
You're playing with your 7-iron, then.
Oh, we love doing it here.
Like tin cap, just snap on my clubs instead of the, you know, tin cup, snap on my clubs instead for my 7-iron.
Stop that.
And we'll sort it out, Rob, and we'll get some decent golfing for you.
But here's the thing, I don't care if you like both you guys can't, you know, get off work or whatever, you know, because I'm there. It doesn't matter to me. It's just making sure, like, I'll rent a car or whatever, just making sure I can get out and figure out logistics and travel and stuff so I can sit around and have a good time. And if you both got to work and I'm staying at your place, I will make sure when you guys come home, dinner's on the table.
I work at home, I'm all right.
Davin's just said, stay with me, Robbie. When we come to Scotland, I'll get you on the old course.
Hey, Darren, we're all coming to your house for old course then. Get a 4-ball together.
Oh, yeah. Caravans and campers in the backyard.
So then I can get a minute.
That's one thing, like I told Tracy, because I'm still working on my house trying to get it finished, is if anybody were able to just, like, obviously, like, you know, Florida or like Vegas or something as a destination for you guys over there. But if you just come over here and stay with me at my place, make sure that there's plenty of golf and good food and good spirits.
Excellent. Plenty to look forward to, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah, so we're all
I'm
going
all about for
Darrington.
having a good time and enjoying the company. That's the biggest thing is,
That's all that matters, isn't it? Company.
yeah, you're right, Neil. That's the biggest thing I've learned as I'm getting older is I couldn't care less about any of the bullshit. You know, I've weeded those people out of my life. You know, and come to find out, some of those people have weeded me out of their life. Good riddance.
Exactly.
You know, it's the, if you can't enjoy yourself with the people who you choose to surround yourself with, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's the way I kind of look at it. Like I say, like back in the early 20s, golf was a religion. Now I'm actually truly starting to enjoy it for the game that it is. And you're gonna cuss the entire time. Every other hot shot you hit, you're gonna cuss about something. It's just enjoying it.
I think we're all freezing. Then we're going to hit the sack in a minute, right, guys? Because our internet is just starting to be an absolute cock.
So according to Pimmy, you need to switch to, what is it? BT?
Yeah. Apparently, isn't it? Yep. Well, I need to get Debbie, to get Lindsay on the job.
Oh, Lindsay also.
Lindsay. Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Can I-
Johnny Nelson, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to hit the sack now. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us
Have a good
tonight.
day.
Good fun, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your birthday, Robbie.
Is a big thank you for me for celebrating my birthday with me. I really appreciate it.
You have a
Anytime.
good day.
Thank you,
We'll
mate.
see you all later. See you
Love
later.
all of you very much.
Enjoy tonight with Tracy.
Well, we'll have some prime rib dinner, and I am not the person that is not a gentleman and tells about his exploits afterwards.
See you later.
Take
Rob.
care, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Love you guys. Thank you very much.
Bye.